money, or most of the money at least, right, to buy that crib for the most part. That's why, because they
It
are
sounds like
easier manipul. Yeah, yeah, are easier
it
manipulated.
sounds like what
That's
you're
why, like,
saying is
Let me ask you this.
men are
Let me ask you this,
more
Chanel.
easily what is you call it?
Chanel,
Manipulated, because if it takes a whole marketing whomever department to come together so that they can try to manipulate women, a whole population of people, but it only takes one woman to manipulate the man. You're trying to tell
no,
me
that's on an
I'm more
individual
manipulative?
level.
I mean, I'm
You
less manipulative. I could be
That's
more
on an
manipulative than him.
individual level, Chanel.
Like
That's
you just
individual.
crashed your own party, sir. That doesn't make any sense. So all
Do
it
you
takes is
think?
for me to override, to just tell you this is the best decision and this is the decision we should make. So you really, then that means men aren't very intelligent and can't think for themselves. If all it takes is for
it's
them
bigger than
to
that, my
come to
dear.
me and
It's
say you
Let
bigger than
me
should
that,
buy
my
this,
lady.
and then all it takes is for me to say to you you should buy this, and then you just go along with it.
so
Like
Chanel. Let me ask you this: here.
let's not play
Are
with me.
women are women more vulnerable than men?
What does that mean? Explain
I'm
what you mean
just
by
mean it's
vulnerable.
just
Define vulnerable.
vulnerable. Vulnerable. You know what
Define it. What do
vulnerable
you mean
means.
by that? What do you mean
We
by
could
that?
look it up. We could look it up.
I know what it
But
means, but I'm trying to say what do you think vulnerable means? What is it? What does that mean for you?
More
Vulnerable means
susceptible to influence.
more exactly. You know what I mean?
No, because I
Uh,
would think vulnerable. The first thing I think about is danger.
but they
No,
told you what
vulnerable.
they
So for
mean.
me,
Wait,
that's why I
hold
say
on,
define it.
time out. Hold on. But listen, he gave you a baseline. Hold on, Omni. He gave you a baseline of what he meant. So he's asking you based on that baseline of what he meant. What do you think that women are more vulnerable?
No, I don't think that we're more easily manipulated at all.
So are
Oh,
women
really?
more agreeable than men?
No.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
let me
you
say
got
this. I can't speak for all women because I don't know all women. But
no.
for
We're talking
me,
about in general,
no.
not all. In general, majority on a
That would be,
larger scale.
I don't know the majority of women, so I wouldn't be able to say that.
Just from your
I mean, I can't.
observation on living
I
on
can
planet
say
Earth.
from the women that I've met in my life that I know, that answer would be no.
Okay. Well, listen. So this already debunks what you said. In
No, it
Texas,
doesn't.
a pregnant person can have a deletion if a licensed physician determines,
Mm-hmm.
in their reasonable medical judgment, that the
Mm-hmm.
pregnancy poses a life-threatening condition or a
Mm-hmm.
serious risk of substantial impairment or a major bodily function.
Right.
This exception is outlined in the Texas Health and
Right.
Safety Code.
But you
So
know what
if
it
it's for
doesn't say? But you know what it
what's that?
doesn't say? It
What's
doesn't
that?
say if I was ard by somebody I could do that. It
Oh,
doesn't
y'all
say
always go to that. It's crazy.
have you been ard? Because I
Y'all
have.
No.
always
Oh,
go
Because I
to
well,
it.
I'm
have.
sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry to
So
hear
sorry
I'm
to
that.
hear that.
I'm
always
Sorry to
on
sorry
hear
to
that.
hear
deck
that.
for
Well,
that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't play. Yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry to
not
hear that.
I'm not playing a card because I've been ard. So there's no
Yeah, I'm
card to be
sorry.
played.
No, I'm sorry to hear
There's
that.
no
I'm just
card to
saying
be
I don't
played.
want to
Let's
play.
not
No,
do that.
you good.
Let's not
Well,
do
yeah,
that.
we
I
not.
don't have to go to
Yeah, we don't
somebody.
want
I
to
don't
Have
No,
you
no,
have
we
ever
not. No, no, hold on, hold on.
manipulation
No,
or
no, no,
something.
hold
Like
on.
I
You
don't
must
have
have
have you
heard.
had an
Wait,
abortion as a
hold on,
result
hold
of
on.
it?
Hold on, Omni.
Jesus
Hold on,
Christ.
Omni. That's a sensitive subject. We're not downplaying that. I don't think that that's acceptable for anybody to have to go through that. I'm sorry that you went through that, and I could understand how that could be a sensitive subject for you. So
I
I don't want to.
appreciate that.
Right. I
Of
don't play
course.
about that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
let me just
So,
say
Of
this, Mr.
course
Let me
is.
say this,
Nobody
Mr.
would
Omni.
nobody
Let me
would say that
And
nobody
that's
would say
because
that the
women are
R
more.
word is acceptable under any circumstances. But the problem is that when it comes to the cases of abortion, we're talking about less than
deletion. Come on,
I
brother.
2%.
don't think you can say that,
Deletion.
Oh,
sir.
deletion. I
Yes.
apologize.
Come on, man.
We're talking about less than 2% of circumstances in which that actually happens, where someone has to go to the deletion table in order to rectify the situation.
You're
So
talking about
that's a
2%
common
of the
card
people
that's
that
played.
actually
That's a
go and
common card.
say that. That's
That
what
is
you
a
mean.
common card that is played, but that is not the majority of
That's not a
deletion.
card, sir.
It is, because I
Okay,
know
I'm gonna
plenty
let
of
you have
women
that. I'm
who've
gonna let you
never
have that.
been. No, no,
Just
no.
leave
That's
that
I
so.
know
alone, man.
plenty of
But
women,
Leave it
wait.
including
alone.
my own
Yeah.
family members, who have never been in that circumstance, that will use that as a cause for what you're talking about.
And maybe that's why
So
you feel that way.
But
Right.
I'm
no,
just
no,
Because
saying
no,
that
no.
because
It's
women
not
are
about
more
feeling. I'm
vulnerable,
talking about
because women are more vulnerable, they're
facts.
more susceptible to physical harm and even emotional harm. Because a lot of times, dudes, we could say crazy stuff to each other, but we're not emotionally affected by it, and that's why I'm saying if you're more vulnerable, is you're more easily to be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Not to say all women are vulnerable than all men. You know what I mean? But if you're vulnerable, it's gonna make it more easier for me to market to you, easy for me to influence you than somebody who's less vulnerable. Even
Yeah.
most women are raised to be agreeable and be more nurturing, whereas guys, we raised to mostly be like, a lot of us are suspicious of everything. We assessing danger and stuff like that. And I'm not saying case by case is not gonna be a woman that's on point
Yeah.
and moving like that, but I'm just talking about in general in a large scale. You know what I mean?
So if you're
And I
assessing danger,
remember
I
my
don't think.
lady. Go ahead, Matthew. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think there's anybody on the planet that could probably assess danger quicker than women, because I go back to the children component.
Oh my
You
God,
can
girl.
laugh at me, and whatever, but I go back to the children component. It's like it's like for me, I'm sitting there thinking about, I don't know. Well, let me not say that. I'm gonna
Well,
just say this. I'll just say this. I do think that women are just as good at assessing danger, because like I said, we put our children in their hands, right? And we make sure, even when they're babies, that we put our children in a daycare, typically that's ran by women, that the women are the people that are working there, because we trust that they're going to be paying attention, because it's not child for child. I mean, it's not parent for I'm not parent, person, staff. It's not an equilibrium going on in that classroom. In the daycare is what I'm saying. There's probably 2 people working in there, and there's probably 8 or 9 babies.
You know,
So you
but
have to
there's
be
a
good
lot of
at
things that go on
assessing.
in a modern daycare now,
I
though,
know
to
that,
be
but I'm
honest with
saying you got to be assessing the danger that he's talking
but
about. So
that's
I just think
but look at
it's a
this,
way to
Chanel.
minimize a woman and her
But we
ability, and I
assess
just like
things.
I'm not cool with it.
Look, if I go into a store, and I see a bunch of dudes, I'm assessing danger. I'm giving
You
the
don't think
head
I
nod
am?
if I don't get back. But I'm telling you, this is our, like, we do this all we do, even when a man is sleeping, we assessing danger subconsciously. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you want to be
We live
superior?
and
That's
breathe
fine.
assessing danger. If I go in a
Eh,
store and I see a bunch of dudes and I give a head nod and I don't get back a head nod, I got my guard up, because I'm always assessing danger, whether it be for me, for my girl, my mom's, whoever. I'm always just thinking about that.
And
My
why do
brain is
you
on
think
that.
we are
I have
not?
I have a question.
Go ahead. What's up? Go ahead, Genesis.
I mean, so I get it that we're assessing danger, like men are more doing assessing danger. But what can you do when you have a group of people that are just not being honest, that are just an onion peel waiting to be peeled off to reveal a rotten onion? So a lot of times you'll have a man that will tell you whatever you want to hear just to get into your thing. You get pregnant. Next thing you know, they come up with like, well, I don't know what you want to do, as if we
You
didn't
see,
just do
that's
this
a
all
perfect
together, right?
example
Right.
of
Okay.
being
So here's the thing:
manipulated.
how can you assess danger with a person that is 100% like able to mask themselves, like a narcissist? A narcissist is
hmm
the thing about a narcissist is that they can very easily trick you, because they
hmm
have studied people. They know how to make themselves look a certain way to seem like they're genuine and all this other stuff, and you could get fooled by that. And next thing you know, you think that you're really in a relationship and you're not. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
Right.
how
And
they
then
did
next
that
thing you
back
know,
in the days, Genesis? They did that by having your
Oh
dad vet
no.
the man or
Yes.
your brother vet the man, your uncle,
Yes.
because other guys could see through other guys' bullshit. And even if
Yes.
we couldn't see it and this guy slipped through the crack, we'll beat his ass, we'll take it, we'll handle the situation.
Right, because we was the one that set it up. Right. So that's the thing, and that's to the point of Genesis that they're making. Women are more susceptible to allow,
Oh, I
and this
can't.
is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Chanel, because women are able, a man is able to talk a woman's drawers off, is how we used to say it back in the days, right? Then women can't talk a man's drawers off. Men can talk a woman's drawers off. Men can't. I mean, women can't talk a man's drawers off. That don't
hell
Because
no,
happen.
not
y'all
at the strip
already got
So
them
club.
on
so
the
so
floor.
so
At
hold
the
on,
strip
hold on.
What you
club,
So
talking about?
so
They're on the
because
floor
so
already, sir.
hold
You
on,
don't need
hold
to
on.
talk
So
about.
no, that's not always the case. So
Okay.
because of that, that's why you have to protect yourself, especially if you're a married woman or a woman that's spoken for, and not be talking to men like that, because men will find a way in and will try to manipulate. If that's what they want to get the draws, they will do their best to try to get the draws.
Y'all
Right.
gotta
I think
stop
that,
thinking women are
GTG,
so.
GTD.
Oh my god! Can y'all
but
please
wait,
stop
wait,
thinking
women are
women are
not
so
thinking about
slow?
talking your drawers off. They think about talking the money out your pocket. So the strip
I'm
club is
not
where
even
you
thinking
get
about
those
that
type
either.
of chicks.
Nah, but
To be honest with
every
you,
man don't. Yeah, you can't. A
to
woman.
be honest
Listen.
with you, most women that are professional punani sellers. They
What?
had to have a man to lace them up with game to teach
Game.
them how to get money
How to
from
finesse.
another man's
How to
pocket.
finesse.
Y'all
That's
are
a fact.
crazy.
No, we're not. That's why the
Y'all are
pimping.
crazy.
That's
Y'all
why.
do realize
That's why
those
it's called
women.
pimping.
Those women
know that?
have beat you at your own game, because not only have they
Who?
convinced you that you gotta pay for it, then they gonna
Who?
send you on your way and ask for your friend. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, who?
But
Wait,
we
wait,
are
wait,
the
wait,
ones
wait.
being
What
man-
scenario?
we have-
Wait, wait,
you
wait.
had to manipulate me to make me think that this is what I need to do. No, I didn't have to be manipulated to do any of that.
But no.
If I'm
Oh
making
well.
a choice
Okay.
to have
Well.
sex with you,
Well.
I'm
Okay. Well.
making a choice on my own. I'm not making it because somebody put me up on
I
game.
hear
Y'all
you.
can't
No.
have it
No.
both ways.
Whoa. Whoa.
A minute
Whoa.
ago,
Wait.
it was
Wait.
the boy's daddy that
Genesis.
was
That's not
teaching
what
him.
Genesis just said. That's not what
No.
Genesis just
That's
said,
but
and that's
she's
not what
speaking
you
about
said
herself.
earlier.
She ain't speaking about everybody.
Wait, no, but you said the same thing earlier.
No, I
You said
didn't.
that this man, you said, no, let me tell you, because I was listening.
Go ahead.
You said, first of all, you gave the scenario where where a woman is talking to a man at work and they have commonalities and they have things in common, and then he's saying this and he's saying that, and she likes what he's talking about, and then she might happen to have some kind of bad day with her husband or some kind of bad day with her man or whatever the case may be. They might be arguing, and then he slips in. You literally said
I'm
that.
saying that it's possible, 100%.
Right.
But I'm not
So-
saying that that's
huh?
the standard or that's what's gonna happen. Like, when you guys keep using these words like most, you can't say that. You don't know most.
I don't say most. Wait, so
well,
first of
I'm
all,
not talking about you, but I'm just saying.
yeah,
in
okay, because
general,
I don't say
you
most because I don't even
So,
like saying
it's
most.
like you can't
'cause
say. I find it fascinating though that you guys have to, whomever the people who said it. That's what I'm talking to. I'm not talking to everybody, but I find it fascinating to think that you're one person and you think that you have a whole species of people figured out, and that this is the way that we think is ludicrous. That's ludicrous.
But wait, hold on. But the problem, this is the problem, right? A giraffe eats leaves, and
I'm not
a cow eats grass. So you know what I'm saying now. So just because, hold on, because just because one cow may eat gourmet eggs, that's come on, man. A cow eats grass, a giraffe eats leaves, and guess what? A lion eats meat. So at the end of the day, if the nature of a thing is the nature of a thing, regardless. So we can't pretend like women don't have a certain nature and men don't have a certain nature.
I'm not
we
saying
do.
that, but what you can't
We
get
do.
on here and say is that most women are easily manipulated. And then
They
whenever I
are.
give you, hold on, and then because the idea is, the young man said, I think he said something like, some psychology report basically said, or study, I'll say that, says that women are that they market to women because women are more easily manipulated, right? And
That's
they're
a
the
fact.
ones
Yes.
who's gonna use the money to make the decision, right? So
That's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying to you is, if that's what you guys have come up with, and that's the scale that you're gonna use, or whatever it is that you're gonna use to prove your point, then explain to me how more manipulated you guys are. That all it took a whole study of people for you guys to come up with, okay, let's market to the women because they the ones that's really gonna make the decision. When in reality, you
makes no sense.
I'm really
doesn't. Hold on,
manipulating
Bronco.
you as the man. It only took one of me to
Wait,
manipulate
what are you talking?
you.
Wait.
the
How,
son,
okay,
you,
tell
the
me that
husband.
logic.
Husband.
Hold on, real quick. That
That's a
logic.
certain
Hold
kind of
on.
a
Hold on,
man
real quick.
to
One
manipulate
mic.
women.
Just go straight to the man
Hold
if he
on.
the one.
No, that
No,
logic.
no.
No. That logic ain't logicking.
It is.
So again,
It
no,
is.
it's not. Well, you
It
can't
is.
say that women. You can't say that women, especially our women, are the number one consumer of goods and services on planet Earth, and then go and say, oh well, it's just one, and it took just me to get to the. No, that's not
I'm
what it
saying
is.
that if you're
What it
saying you
is, what it is.
marketing
Hold
to all
on,
women.
real quick. Let me bring it home.
Okay,
What
okay.
it is that the men are figure out way to extrapolate the resources from the men, i.e. child support, i.e. alimony, i.e. So whereas before it used to just be straight war where men would just go and physically take what they want from other men. Now men use commerce, they use a free market society, they use capitalism, and what they do is they manipulate the women to extrapolate the resources from men. That's where am I lying at, y'all? That's not
And all
logic.
of
It's
it.
not even
All
that.
of it.
They've
That's
also
100% true.
they've also propped up an agenda to separate, to keep women and men separate, so that it's easier to manipulate the women.
Wow.
Evidence of
There you
this
go.
is
This is the
evidence
thing
of
that
it.
bothers
And
me the
take
most.
Hold on.
about
Evidence of this is in the form of Klarna Afterpay. Explain to me how a lot of women can't are complaining about the cost of everything, but still make it to the Beyonce concerts.
I don't know. Maybe it's the same way y'all seem to make it to buying y'all season tickets for the game. Like, stop.
No,
This is what
I
bothers
just
me
don't go
about
to
what
the
you guys
game.
are
Can I
saying.
make a statement? I would say this.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
just don't go to the game.
I think that
You don't.
we
But
want
that's
to make
anecdotal.
it about like that women are less than this and men are more than that. But I think that there is manipulation that happens on both sides. It's just what the
Exactly.
manipulation is.
Right.
So women might be more manipulation to buy stuff or be seduced by money. Men are more manipulated by sex. So the bottom line is that there's a level of manipulation happening on both ends, but we want to condemn one and say that and forget about the other.
Women
No,
are
it's not.
manipulated. Women are manipulated by sex too. We just saying everybody's manipulated, but women are the most easily manipulated. No, let me. You know what? You're right, Chanel. I misspoke. Let me take that back. Children are the most easiest manipulated, and right after children is women, and then men. Alas, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Well, after that, it's older people. The elderly
Oh
people are
my
manipulated next, and then
God.
you'd have like when it comes down to the youth. I believe that there's different levels of manipulation. It depends on what it is. So,
Wow.
with the
But if we
football
group
cannot.
everything, if we group
According,
all the ways
can't.
men are manipulated, and we group all the ways that our women are
Oh my
manipulated, is
God.
where
I
is
remember,
outnumbers
I
by
think
cannot.
that women
tip
are
the
less.
scale.
Nah,
Listen, they
I,
speak
re,
out about their manipulations more than men. Men
no,
get manipulated by women, but they
I,
just don't
re,
want to talk
I
about it because
remember
it's like bad as
reading,
a man.
no.
I remember
Is
reading
it?
Yeah,
a
I don't agree
financial
with
Hold
that.
on.
article, saying for every dollar that is spent in this country, 76 cents come from the woman. So
Yes.
it's highly incentive to if what depending on the business okay, like I got a car business right now, used cars. If I see a girl coming, guess what? I count that's a sale. I'ma sell that thing to her. You see what I'm saying? With a man, I gotta do a bunch of tricks. I gotta convince this goddamn guy, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because he's not easily manipulated like that. With the girl, all I have to do
That
is just
is
put an iPad in the
so.
car.
Y'all are. Oh my
Wait,
God.
but hold
So
on.
to me, what it sounds like you guys are saying is that you think by far women are not as intelligent as a
I
man
got
because
nothing to
Wait,
do
you
with
would
hold.
have
Yeah,
to
that.
that's
say, hold
not.
on, let
No,
me
that's
finish.
not what we're
No,
saying.
Manipulation does
Wait,
not
I
hold
don't
on.
mean
think.
intelligence. It's more about emotion.
One mic,
Let me
I don't think
finish.
it's
Let me
about.
hold on,
finish.
Blanco.
My
Hold on,
fault.
Blanco,
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Let her finish first, and then Blanco, you got it, and then I want to answer, and then we'll open it up. Go ahead,
Okay.
real quick, Chanel, and then Blanco, you got it, and then I want to say something. We'll open
Okay,
it
and then
up.
I'll drop down. But I think
Don't
what I
forget your
hear,
atoll, your
I
F bomb.
promise you, I'm gonna go get it for you.
Okay.
I just don't have it in my phone right now. But
Okay.
damn it, now I forgot what I was saying. No,
Nah, you was just saying that
I'll
what
say
it sounds like we're
I'm
saying
gonna
that
say
women
this.
are manipulative. We women are more easy. Women are dumber than men because they're
It
easily
just sounds,
manipulated.
yeah, it sounds like that some people think that women don't have the ability to reason. That's what intelligence really is. Your ability to look at some sort of situation and use logic and your reasoning skills to see that this is good for me, bad for me, good for my family, bad for my family, whatever it is. This isn't a good deal, this is a bad deal, whatever it is. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm intelligent, I have a hard time believing that simply because you have a penis or that you're a man, that by default you're gonna make better decisions
Wait,
than
hold
me.
on,
Do you
Blanco.
know how many idiots
Mm-mm.
I have talked to in my lifetime, whether it was through my job, usually it's through my job, in some capacity, that
But this
it's like, what are you talking about? That I could walk circles around you, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin,
right,
your
but
best friend,
this
all of
Chanel.
these
But
people.
hold on, real
So
quick.
why on
There's
earth do you think
exceptions.
that?
Hold on, real quick. There's
I'm not
exceptions
talking
to
about
the.
exceptions.
I know,
I'm
but hold
talking
on.
about
I am.
real day,
No,
everyday
no, but
people
you
making
are. But hold
terrible
on.
decisions with their
Hold
life.
on, but you are. You're really talking about exceptions to the rule on both hands. You're talking about exceptions to the rule on the women's side and exceptions to the rule on men's side. See, what we can't recognize women's strengths and not think that they have some weaknesses. We can't recognize men's strengths and realize that they have some weaknesses. So at the end of the day, part of the thing is that women, their softness, their femininity is able to cut through a man's masculinity or whatever the case may be, right? But a man's ability to have logic is something that he can twist to be able to manipulate the mind of a woman. It just is what it is. So, and
Right.
the fact that women naturally need someone to guide them and lead them and direct them and men are those ones that can be actually manipulated as well. So hold on real quick. So at the
Wow.
end of the day, we seen it from the very first woman. Eve was manipulative. Adam wasn't. Guess what? Adam lived in the damn garden for however many hundreds of years he lived in the garden. Then Eve was
By
created.
himself.
And then Eve was created, and then the serpent tricked Eve, and Eve ate the damn thing and gave it to her husband. He's like, okay, well, since the bitch ate it, I'm gonna eat it too. Like, come on, man. Like, stop playing. Like, yo, she was manipulative. Adam wasn't. So that lets you know right now that the nature of women is easily able. And guess how the serpent was able to manipulate her? By giving her, well, surely you wait a minute, but surely you wouldn't die if you ate of the fruit. See, God told you that not to eat it because he knew that you would be like him. So he used logic. He used a perverse logic to be able to trick her. And she was like, you know what? You're probably right. Let me go ahead and try that. So he manipulated her. Adam wasn't deceived.
Yeah, honey,
He
they
knew what he
tricked
was
you
doing.
to
Can I-
believe that's a
and
real
can I say
story.
this
That
one
story
quick
is not even
thing?
true.
Nah,
about
but
the
even if
intelligence
hold
part?
on real quick, I got you. Even if it's not true, the point is it's an allegorical story that talks about the nature of women versus the nature of men, which is
Again,
absolutely pertinent to the
one
conversation that
woman.
we're having
No,
right
it's
now.
not. It's
No,
one
it's not. It's a
person.
no.
You
She
can't
represents.
apply the
She
behavior
represents.
and the
Hold
logic
on,
of one
Janelle.
person to
It's
all
not one
populations of one
person.
people. What are you
Don't
talking
you
about?
understand that Adam wasn't one person
No,
and
what
Eve
I'm
wasn't
saying
one
to you,
person
I
either?
understand
It was
that,
an
but what I'm saying
allegory.
is you can't use one person's logic and what one person's decision was and say I'm gonna apply that. That's like this. So, for example, Lacey Peterson was allegedly unalived by her husband, whatever his name was. I can't remember his name. Right? Whenever
Was it
that went
George
out to the
Peterson's
news,
son?
guess what happened? All of America or the world, they're applying that to that one guy, that one white man. He's crazy. He's a monster. They're not doing that with black men because if Mr. Izzy Bands goes out there and unallows his 9 months pregnant wife, guess who they're applying it to? All black men. That is what you guys are doing. You're using one person in one situation and saying, well, we have this one study and it says that this is how they market to women and therefore women are more manipulated, easily manipulated. And so let's just apply that to all women. It's a falsehood and we
you
gotta
do
stop
understand
it.
that? Wait, hold on. Do you understand that makeup is a $1 trillion? Makeup is a $1 trillion
So it's
industry.
tobacco.
Do you
Does
do
that
you
mean
understand
so it's
that? No, hold
tobacco?
on,
So
hold on
what?
real quick. Hold on real quick. So the so what is that you do you recognize that women are the number one consumer of goods and
I said
services in
so
America?
is
Is it
tobacco.
wait,
I said
hold
so
on.
it's tobacco and
Hold on, but
alcohol.
I'm asking you, are women the most consumers of goods and services in the world, but America in specific, yes or no?
I have no idea. I
You
haven't
have
read
no
any.
idea.
I
Okay,
haven't
you
read
know
one
tobacco.
study on the shopping habits of all women in America. I haven't. So I
Well,
can't.
so you don't realize that women have a $30 trillion buying power, and you don't
I
realize
would
that.
say this. I know this for a fact because I read this somewhere in a study that 3 things that are recession proof are alcohol, tobacco, and makeup, or I'll say beauty products.
Okay.
Okay. So
There
my
you have
point
it.
is this: who's the number one consumer of alcohol? You think it's women?
I don't
or
know that.
tobacco? Because the last time I checked, y'all check one and 2. So alcohol and tobacco. So what difference does it make?
Is that the case? I don't know
Absolutely.
about
Go
that.
read about it. Go
I
read
don't
about
know
it. Read
about
all
that.
about it. But my
But
but
hold
point
the
on.
is,
thing,
But what she's saying is as good as that. See, women
but
spend the most, but I mean, spend a lot. Men spend the most when they actually spend. So women might spend stuff
that's
on
a
little things like
fact.
makeup and little things like little getting your nails done. Men spend the most money on when they buy stuff: Xboxes, PlayStations,
because they
cars.
made the most.
Right.
They made the
What do
most.
you
That
mean? If
ain't true.
you
Oh
make
my
it,
It
God.
if you
happened.
make, wait,
Well,
y'all
that
not
is true. That
calculating
is
what's
true. I'm
coming in
gonna
versus
give you
what's
that
One
going
one. I
mic,
out.
would
one
say
mic,
they
God, one
make
mic.
the most,
One
but
mic.
I
Hold
will
on.
say
Let her
this
finish
about
first. One mic.
spending the most, and then I
I'll
promise I'm
go
gonna leave.
after.
I'll say this
I
about
just
spending the most. I would agree, just based on my anecdotal whatever. I'll say I agree that women spend the most, but not because we're more easily manipulated. I think women spend the most because we are, generally speaking, the primary caregivers, and so if you have 2 children and you're going to spend more money. It just is what it is. And I think that even if the family is together, the women are probably likely, I think, going to be the ones that's going to be doing the grocery shopping, the shopping in general, for clothes, for whatever else. And so at furniture, cars, etc., she probably even going to be picking out whatever stuff for outside too. So in that way, yes, but I don't think it's because we are so, oh my God, so gullible that, oh yeah, I have to buy this because I don't know what to
You
do with my
see,
life. No, we're
y'all only
intelligent
see.
beings
I
just
think
like
you.
you are.
I
And I
think
need y'all
y'all
to stop
being
it.
And that's
defensive
where.
But
because
I'm gonna get off
Go
the
ahead.
show. Y'all
no.
have a good rest of y'all day. I gotta go.
Okay.
You
Got
too.
You
stuff to
take care,
do.
my
Appreciate you
lady.
coming through. You're always
And I'll
welcome.
come back
Come back.
next time so I can argue with Mr. Omni because he's usually gonna argue with me, and
Oh
then
my
we'll
God.
agree on some. We'll agree on one thing and one thing only. But
Shout
y'all
out
have
to
a good
you.
one.
You too.
All
You
right,
too.
peace.
All right, go
I
ahead.
just want to say
Out of
one thing. The
everybody,
thing
it's
that we
me.
love, the thing that we love about our women, unfortunately, that's the thing that make it easy for them to be manipulated, and that's why we gotta protect them so much because we love that y'all are inviting and y'all are nurturing and y'all give most people the benefit of the doubt more than us and stuff like that. But unfortunately, that's the stuff. It's like with our kids. Kids are innocent. And we like that kids are innocent. This is why we protect their innocence. We like that our women are soft and feminine and stuff like that. That's why we try to protect that. But it still stands to show that y'all are easily manipulated when compared to us. Like I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Probably the person who's trying to manipulate you, they're the bad one. But if you keep thinking of it as a bad thing, or I'm gullible, you're gonna be defensive and you're not gonna even see that you're easily being manipulated. You know what I mean?
That's a bar.
The
Yo,
thing
shout out to
is
my
like
man KO Black.
all,
Appreciate you, KO Black. Good.
all of us got, all of us had lived with girls before. All of us got sisters, moms, aunties, and all this shit, right? So every man going to identify with me on this one. We got we got women on our family that go to the mall, buy a bunch of shit to turn around and return it the next day.
That's a
Fact.
bar. That's a
I'm a right
bar.
wrong.
You're
Fact.
right.
I'm a right
100%
wrong.
right. You're
The
right.
mother of my
100% right.
kid do that shit. My mom do that shit. My sister. I never seen us men go to the mall. We didn't even try the goddamn shoes. We just say, "Yo, give me the shoes, size 11. I'm out. You want to try them? No, just put on the box. I'm out." I check
Yeah,
with
because we
freeze
got a
5 minutes.
plan. We got a
Right.
plan before we even
Exactly.
show up.
Right. We go in, we
Women
That's
go
just
out.
go to the
why
mall to go to
that
the mall.
that's why the food court was invented for men. That's why all the men go hang out because they're gonna get lost in the mall shopping for 2 hours, buying a bunch of shit. And that's the point. Everything is marketed towards the most of stuff is gonna be marketed towards one because y'all easy manipulated because y'all need stuff to feel good. Everything is a feel for a woman. Oh my God, look good in this green dress. It feels good. It feels good. That shit. That's why y'all got a bunch of stuff that y'all not even meant to. We buy a lot of shoes and stuff like that, but y'all buy shoes and throw them away. Y'all do
Right.
stuff, yes, for crazy. It just like that. If I have a mall, I don't want to see no nigga in there unless they paying. Yo, just give the credit card to your wife or your girlfriend, or whatever. Because I got to do magic tricks to trick your ass to buy some stuff. The girl is not that hard, bro.
Yo,
Let me
shout out to
ask- let
Six
me-
real quick. Shout out to Six. What's up, Six? Shout out to Kasim. What's up, Kasim? A good woman can be seduced to misbehave with the right temptation. That's a fact. What's
That's
up,
a
JD 1975? Salute, Izzy Bands. What up, bro? Salute to chat. Salute, my guy. Good to see you. Dan George is in the building. Y'all make sure y'all support the show. Hit the like button. Support my man DJ Wish Doctor. Support DJ Genesis and support your man Izzy Bands. Man, y'all hit the like button and hit the Cash App and hit the super chat. Support the show. Support the stream for your favorite YouTubers. We appreciate y'all, man. Salute. What's a Zone 864 TV? A better word for manipulation would be influence. Okay, yeah, I think that'll be more tolerable. Influence.
Yeah,
I like that,
easily
Zone.
influenced.
Easily
Yeah.
influenced. Go ahead, Omni.
Yeah.
My fault.
Well, no, this is what I want to say. I'm gonna go right. I really want to answer Chalk's question. She's like, "What's wrong with returning things?" The thing that's wrong with it is that it's inevitably a waste of resources because if you had to go to the mall, you went to a bunch of places, you spent up all this time going to a bunch of stores that you didn't intend to go to, then you bought a bunch of stuff that you didn't intend to buy when you went in. Now you got to double back, return it. That's 2 trips. That's a waste of gas. It's a waste of time, which is the most precious of resources that we'll never get back. And it's just a waste. It's just a waste of energy. Whereas
You didn't even say the most
in Poppy
important, honey.
in Blanco's scenario,
Honey.
right? Blanco's scenario,
Honey, you missed one part. Only when
What's
you
that?
want that the gas part is easy, bro. The one part is you charging it to a credit card at a 20 something plus interest rate.
Oh yeah.
The
But
Okay,
interest still
if
there.
you return it, it gets charged back before the interest hit. But in Blanco, in your scenario, a man knows exactly what shoe he's getting. He knows exactly what he's going to the store for. He knows exactly why he's leaving the house. He's one and done. He's got it good to go, and he doesn't even need to waste time with trying the item on. With the woman scenario, she has to make multiple trips in order to facilitate her interests. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're wasting too many resources. You have too much time on your hand. You probably don't have enough time, and then you end up late to some other function that you were supposed to go to. How many times have you gentlemen interacted with a woman who's always running late for one thing or another?
Most of the time, bro. That's most of the time. She always gotta get this done, that done. Go ahead, Genesis.
Can I just say this too? It is geared towards women, and because she was right when she talked about that women are probably the primary people that are shopping for the household. This, that, the other. Places like Walmart are set up for that. As soon as you like even go into the aisle, they got more stuff at the aisle to buy, and the kids like, can I have that? And all this other stuff. If you got them in the cart, so that is true that they do prey on women when it comes to like commerce. But I do want to get into the abortion conversation.
Okay, let's don't say that word though. But you could. Let's say baby deletion or something.
Deletion, yeah. Because I would say this, like, okay, people like a Christian Rock, right? How many did she have that was told by her mate or whatever, Blueface? Okay, every time that would happen, get a smortion. You know what I'm saying? Get a deletion. And so she kept doing it, and then she finally did have one, and now everybody wants to go get on her because the baby didn't turn out right, So I'm like, okay, I think that he already knew already that she probably should not have no kids based on her lifestyle or whatever. That's probably why he kept saying, hey, we shouldn't do this, whatever. But how taxing that is on the body. We have to also address the fact that like how men will kind of like say stuff like what you fixing to do, but that is a very a traumatic thing to do to your uterus, every time you get pregnant that you're smorshing it, you know what I'm saying? So now she finally does, and now there's issues. So I want to like kind of get into that, is that I mean, we're talking about manipulation when it comes to the system, but let's get back to relationships one-on-one, because the system you can't control. The system's going to be there. It's going to manipulate. That's what it's for, but when we get to individual relationships, how do we stop that level of things like that?
Actually,
yeah,
she got 8 baby deletions by multiple guys. Christian Rock, she said out of her own mouth, 8 Odin joints by no just Blueface, all kind of different niggas.
God,
she said this on it somewhere. I forgot. I think it might have been No Jumper, but I know it was in the open. I cannot remember the clip.
Yeah, that's
multiple guys.
I think. But let me answer the question.
Let me finish.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me and I'll shut up. Right, like. How is that so? I never understood. Take it away from the graping. Nobody agreed with that. Let's take that to the side. Nobody agreed with the graping part, right? I think everybody would be in agreement that you could go ahead and do that, right? Baby deletion, right? If you want to. How do you need a law to control your pussy to you when you got all kind of stuff to stop it to even get that far, yo? I never understood that part, yo. Your pussy is attached to you. You control who nut in you. Right. It's so many steps that you skip to get there, yo.
That's a good question, because I was gonna address that. Go ahead. You can answer that, Genesis. What's the question?
I would say is that imagine. Okay, then we get that. Now we get to the manipulation aspect, right? So do you think that she would be hitting it raw with these guys if she didn't feel like that she was loving them in a certain kind of way, that she had a feeling for them or whatever, and that they were together and
wait, but this is the thing. So if he didn't put a ring on it, right? If there's an easy way to tell, right? And I'm sorry, brothers, I'm gonna tell the secret. There's an easy way to tell. If he ain't put no ring on it, and even if he did put a ring on, depending on what the ring set him back, how much he got, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It might be a plot too. But if he ain't put no ring on it, then you could good and guarantee that it might not be that serious. So if unless that man put a ring on it and it's a real special ring, you might want you should protect yourself. You should put stuff in order because, like you said, it is your body and you do have to deal with that. So there should be a certain level of autonomy. You can't put that on a man and whatever he tell you because it's your body. You gotta live with whatever comes out your body or whatever you gotta do to your body to protect it.
Well, I would say this: a lot of times, like women are raised, they're not the way that they're raised is like love and all this bullshit. Like, oh, fall in love with a guy and Prince and Charming. We get all this bullshit fed to us throughout our childhood. So when we meet a person, they could just feed us anything and we will believe it. And that's what we get back to the manipulation aspect. So I believe that individual relationships can be very well manipulated, and that's why I brought up the whole thing that when you could be like talking to a person, they could like really seem like this way, and then they peel that onion peel back, and then something the rubber meets the road, and then they like, well, what you finna do? You know what I'm saying?
One time is a mistake, right? One time is a mistake. 8 times, you a serial deleter.
Well, yeah, 8 times, okay.
Four times, 3 times, 2 times. Like at the end of the day, right? Like again, it's on a man to protect himself, and it's on a woman to protect herself. So it's like, if you can't blame that on Disney. You can't blame that on you was raised to be a love. Like at the end of the day, if a man does not prioritize you by putting a ring on the finger, that's why dudes are saying, be married before you carry. Like you got to prioritize. We got to get back to women prioritizing men, putting a ring on it, and if they really want to be with them like that. That's how you know for sure. I'm just being honest with you. That's how you know for sure.
Not only that, check the man's hands that you're dealing with. If he ain't got scars on his knuckles or calluses on his hands, he ain't got skin in the game. He doesn't understand the concept of sacrifice.
I thought we were equal. Isn't that what you say? Yeah, we are equal. So
men and women are not equal. Right? I don't know what. Like no matter how much
sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic, obviously. What I'm saying
is
like
a lot of people believe that shit.
My point that I'm trying to make is very simple, right?
Hold on. Let Blanco finish. Go ahead, Blanco.
Once you start smashing over here, once you start smashing like sport, like a man, right? You gotta assume the responsibility like a man. If you get pregnant, son, that's pretty much on you. Got everything to stop it, everything to stop it, and you still get that far. That lets you know right there, man. Like, y'all ain't that bright.
So, do you think that women should have mandatory birth control once they reach high school levels?
No, I think that women should prioritize their bodies. Prioritize.
I think you should do whatever it fits. It fits to keep you in a good standards, buddy. If you want to get pregnant by random niggas, that's your right.
No, how about keep your legs closed until you find the man that's gonna marry you? Why is that so hard? Why is that so much of a you know what I'm saying? Why is that so much of an issue? Why can't women keep their legs closed?
Men can lie and be like, oh yeah, whatever.
Not with no 10,000. Well, listen, if he lied with a $10,000 ring, well, at least you could pawn the ring to get your baby stuff. Come on. That's what I'm saying.
How many relationships have been going together for 10 years?
He can lie, but if you keep your legs closed, no lie can get through. I don't.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Now there's a great
keep your legs closed in all instances until you're ready to have kids.
You know what?
Or use a condom, make them use a condom, or whatever the case may be, which is not 100%. But my thing is, at the end of the day, y'all want there's a lot of women who want to go and throw their coochie around, and then when they get the consequence of throwing their coochie around, then they want to blame everybody else. No, you threw your coochie around. That's on you. That's on you.
Genesis, you still there? Genesis still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Prove to me step by step, like I'm kind of slow, right? How can a man lie to you in order to get your coochie? How's that even possible? We
How can a man lie to you in order to get it? The
yeah,
same way a woman can lie to you to get your money.
But she can't.
that's different.
How
But no,
is
she
it-
can't.
Money is just money.
Well, a woman can't lie to listen, the thing is, a woman can't lie to us to get our mortgage money, to get the money that we're gonna pay for our mortgage, or to get the money that we're gonna pay for our car, or to get the money that our life support money. Like, a woman can't lie to a man, well, to me, and get my life support money. Like, I'm keeping my money.
What are you, okay, so all right.
But that's
So it's a false. So
hold on,
what I'm
Genesis,
trying to
stay
get,
right there.
hold on, real quick, Blanco. What I'm trying to get you to understand is it's a false equivalency. When you say when he's asking you what lie could a man tell you to get you to get in your legs, that's a whole different scenario. That's a part of you. That's a piece
So
of
a
you.
woman is not lying to a man a certain way to be able to get into his pockets, and a man is not lying to a certain way to get some vujay from her. You know, bottom line is it's just that they're lying. You know, and the lie is so well crafted and built on emotion and all type of different setups that you don't even know whether you're coming or going. So they're able to like run circles around you, and then that's where they get it. You know,
So
and the bottom
so
line is we
before
still have
Genesis,
listen, just like how men get hard, women vagina get like erect or whatever, not erect,
It
but
gets wet. We know.
Women don't get it right. What
They
kind
don't
of
get erect.
clitoris,
They get
the
wet.
clitoris gets a little bit.
Well, that
That's the
clitoris
wrong
does,
answer
yes,
right
yes.
there.
That clitoris.
So
Wait, hold
bottom
on. That
line,
clitoris does engorge a little bit, which not it
you
does. It does.
understand? So
but
bottom
without
line
any
is that all a guy
stimulation,
gotta
just by
do is
seeing
saying the right
that,
things into
that's
a
I
crazy.
woman's
don't
mind
know.
and towards
Nah,
the
it's always
head and
stimulated while I'm
saying
around.
certain things and whatever. And next thing you know, they not thinking just like the
You
man
you
ain't thinking. Same thing. So why
but
do
the
you think
thing
that?
is that
And when a woman
in
is
all
manipulating a man, they're using sex, and then the same way a man manipulating a woman, they're using either the promise to do something or sex. So that's the same thing. I think
the,
that we just think
the,
that men just are just so above all this stuff, and they get manipulated just as easy.
No, the thing is
there is
we just
hold on
saying
one
that
second,
everybody's
hold on one
manipulated. We
second,
just
bro.
saying women are more easily manipulated than men. We're not saying men are not manipulated.
The thing with Genesis, there is no lie on planet Earth that you can tell me that it gonna make up give all your pussy with how you wanted to give me that thing first. Like, come on now. Y'all gotta start with
Well,
that.
why
That's
would
like
you
a
be
fifth, like
talking
a
to each
third grade
other if you don't want to
lie.
give it to? But the bottom line is that if you're talking to a guy
So
extensively, you must
hold
like them
on.
in somewhat. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking to him. So that's
But
common sense. Like, of course you're talking to him.
think about what you're saying, yo. Just say, oh, the man can lie. So that means this man, it took a few words for you to go from I'm not gonna give you none to I'm gonna give it to you.
Can I
Is
like?
that what you're telling me?
Can I expound? First of all, there's the initial attraction, and then you guys begin to talk. And then if that guy gets to feeding bullshit into your head and you like them a certain way and they know how to like kind of get you a little bit aroused or whatever, next thing you know, they're in your pants. Same thing. It's the same thing that happens with her. You like how she looks. She's able to talk to you. Next thing you know, she gets you aroused. Next thing you
That
know,
don't work like that though. That don't work like that with a man that's on his
But
shit. That don't work like that at all. You know what
but
I'm
the thing
saying?
is,
That
that's
don't
not even
work
a
like that
lie.
at all.
That's not even a lie. That's when young women say that men lie to get into your package. That sound like children, bro.
no,
Because
what I'm saying
that
is
means
that
that hold on, so you can understand where I'm going. You talk to the man, you like him, he talk to you, he like you. Y'all do the nasty. What is the lie? He don't have to lie to you. You're already attracted to the man, yo.
no, the lie
You said it
is that
yourself.
they'll pretend like they want to be with you and this, that, the other. Tell you what you want to hear.
Okay.
Because most women, when they first
Oh, man.
listen, I'm not just trying to. Now, there's some women that just want to do whatever, you know what I'm saying. But most women will say, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to just be a sexual object." I mean, you know how many men like because I get on like Facebook and whatever, talk to these guys, and you know how many men that tell me how they'll go on a date with a woman, and the woman will be like, uh, get them to buy, get them all at to the date, and then be like, "Hey, eat the food and leave, and nothing else happens, don't hear back from them, nothing like that, just to get some food. So it's all type of stuff. So men are just only like talking about how it happens with women, but I'm hearing a lot from men that tell me about how it happens with them as well. So women will go after pockets, men are going after sex. That's all. That's what
it's way trust. If a man goes a woman after he hit it, it's way more deeper than that. That wasn't the thing that he just wanted to hit it. It's something else that you probably say some goofy stuff. He probably heard that you ran through or something. Because usually, if a man hit, he want to continue hitting. That's just how most men is going to be wired. Okay.
Yo, shout out to my man Jim Rat 08. Thank you very much, family. Y'all be like Jim Rat 08 and support the show, man. What's going on, family? We just need 15 more people, at least $5 a piece. Thank you very much. I'm gonna celebrate everybody at the end. Give me 1 second. My man's Abi Wadi, peace, man. What's good with you? Lay said it's unrealistic for you to expect women not to work male-dominated fields because the men's are there. How else do you move up the economic ladder? Well, let your man work and you work for your man. That's how. You know what? Let this country fall apart and let the woman rebuild it. That ain't gonna happen. You don't want to live in that country. Shout out to Robert W. Hey, the phrase "don't make me call your father" says different. That's a fact. Yo, Bishop J. Jermaine said this is the 80s and 90s anymore. The kids are whipping these teachers' asses today. Bingo. Yo, that's crazy. I don't know about that. Is just talking about female nature. What the F are you talking about? That's a fact. Yo, J000 said a box of cigars is $300. Shout out to the brothers that could pay $300 for a box of cigars. Hold up. That's on the Bish. Bad example. It is. I think it is. Like, yo, why is birth control such a difficult subject to Black women? That's for you, Genesis. Why is birth control such a difficult subject for Black women?
Okay, so birth control. All right, so let me give you an example. So the options of birth control for Black women, when it comes down to it, are actually harmful for Black women. Birth control pills cause high blood pressure, all kinds of different stuff. They have to get it inserted into their uterus or put underneath their skin. A man just has to put a hat on, or if they don't want to have kids at all, it's a snip and it's like a same day operation.
Shit.
I don't want to have kids. Hold on. If I don't want to have kids, I have to get a whole tubes tied and this, that, the other. If I just say I don't want to have kids, and my tubes are tied. But I'm saying other than that, women have to get like IUDs put in, all type of really crazy birth control.
Okay, what about abstinence?
Pills, that too. But I mean, are we really gonna think that we're in this day and age? No one's gonna be absent. Come on, we have to think about what's really going on.
Why not prioritize getting a husband and being a good wife, and then you don't have to worry about that?
Because most men are not trying to be husbands. So you're talking about getting something that most men are not trying to be. Most men, especially with. Let me just say this: how old are you right now?
I'm in my 40s.
Okay, you're in your 40s. You probably would want to be a husband, but a person in their 20s is not trying to do that. So you're talking to women. You're talking about women because you're not talking about women in their 40s. Women, that's a whole nother conundrum that's going on. Most of the time that we're talking about all this stuff that's going on with abortion stuff, you're not talking about women that are past the childbearing age. You're talking about women that are in their 20s and stuff like that. And there's something completely different happening with women of that age, And on top of that, see, now they're being targeted by men their age, men a little bit older than them, and also you guys is 40, 50, 60, whatever. So they get pregnant, then they get told, oh, okay, this, that, the other. But the bottom line is that the pregnancy, the actual birth control that they're using is actually really dangerous to them. And so they have to go get damn near in-thing operation to even get the birth control put in. Unless they're taking the pill, that's a dangerous thing. So, but the thing for the men is not as dangerous. Just put a damn condom on. But they expect a woman to be the one to initiate that most of the time. So why is it that it's on us to put the condom on you, make sure that you do what's right, but it's all on us.
Because you talk about the one about the baby deletion, because you're the one that has to do the deletion. If that's what you wanted, if you don't want to have the baby, you have to do the deletion. And
but so it don't be the men, it don't be the women that don't want to have a baby. A lot of times because the women might be in love with that guy or might be feeling for that guy, and then she might be open to being pregnant. That's the reason why she gets pregnant in the first place. Sex itself hold on, let me finish. See,
Go ahead,
babies
boss.
don't just come because people can like have sex all the time and not get pregnant. There's usually some level of connection that happens with that person to even make a baby even come into play. That means y'all done got it. Y'all was getting in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
so y'all was
Hey,
getting it in real good, and
Mhm.
y'all was feeling it, honey. And then that baby came out, and that guy says, "Well, honey, it wasn't all that." You know what I'm saying? I was feeling it at that moment, but I don't want to have no baby behind it. And they come back and say, oh, and then the woman's like, "Oh shit!" So they're like, "Well, they got to make a decision. Okay, do I keep this baby or
yeah.
for the rest of my life?" And this guy's
Mm.
saying, "Are you going to get rid of it or not?" So, but the guy is still getting it raw too. So my thing is, at what point does the man take? Why is all of the
Yeah.
thing on the woman all the time? The man has a penis; he's
I,
squirting up in it too.
I find because the guy, number one, the guy's whether he like it or not, he will be held accountable. He gonna do it whether by his own will or by the court will, by some way, somehow he gonna pay no matter what, right? So there you go, right, that one right there. Let me ask everybody in the panel, all the guys in the panel, and the guys in the chat too. Who wanted the chat if if you went to smash on a bra and she pulled out a women condom? How many people are ever seen a women condom? Women
I
is
never
so
seen a woman's
treacherous.
condom. Now,
Yo,
women's pulled out a
I,
condom for me before, though.
no, but let's talk about the women. You know they got women condom, right?
Yeah, I heard about
I
them. I never
promise
seen one.
you, none of these bros ever even bothered to go to Walgreens or CVS to buy one. And that's the most natural stuff they can do. You see what I'm saying? I get it with all the pills, the IUD, cool, you got me. How many women condom women be carrying on their purse when they want to get it in?
I don't know what a woman condom even look like. I'll probably walk past it hella time in the store. I never seen it.
I never seen one. That's what I'm saying. I never seen one.
Exactly, man. So it like y'all like some raw dick. Simple as that, bro. If you know you're gonna suffer, you're gonna suffer the most burden on the situation. You never gonna find a man when he trying to go raw and you'll be like, hey baby, put on the condom. He ain't gonna stop. He gonna put on the condom and go in you. He ain't gonna just be like, nah, man, I'm good. He ain't gonna say that.
No, most see. There's a thing called barebacking too, where they like will be doing it with you and wait till you look the other way and take the condom off. You know,
You know that's a
my
crime.
God.
Wait, you know that's a
Jesus
crime. Wait,
Christ.
hold on. You know
Great.
that's a
That
crime.
sound like
Right.
great.
You know that's a crime if he gets you pregnant, right? That's a crime. Like you can get everything he got if he do that to you. In most states, if a dude do that to you, that's a form of rape.
how can you?
He don't
how
say
can
even.
prove
He
it
don't
if
say
you
you
got a
have to get you
camera?
pregnant.
If you
How
have
can
a
you prove
wait,
it?
if you have a baby, if you got pregnant and you said, "Hey, we was wearing protection, and then this man took off the protection," you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know it, and I told him I wanted him to wear protection. Yo, that's what you call it. That's
Y'all like
great.
to talk about. Y'all like to talk about the most. Y'all always come up with the most extreme scenarios ever. Do that happen?
It's happened to me before.
You got. Hold on.
Happened to me
Oh,
before. So it's
okay,
not
like I
like
said,
Yeah, wait, hold on,
That's
hold on, real
what
quick.
I'm saying.
Hold on. I'm Manna. If you come to my Wish out there, if you don't mind, can you put the link, the StreamYard link?
It's called
Oh, the
stealthing.
link I already posted. The link is pinned to the top of the chat in my chat. I'll post it again in case you can't
Yeah,
see
or
it.
either if you
On the
come,
phone,
you
it's
can.
up.
Yeah, the links are at the top of my chat and the top of DJ Witch Doctor's chat if y'all want to come up on the panel. Just don't say
But
no
if
F-bomb.
you know this thing though, when they on their phone though, is I
Uh-huh.
checked it one time on my phone. It's hard for them to see the link for some reason.
Okay. Well, if you come over here and just, I don't have what do you call those questions up or anything. So you should be able, if you come over here, you hit it, you should be able to come straight on. If you come over here, I'm at Izzy Bands. It's Real Spill with Mills. REAL SPIL LWITMILZ. All right, go ahead, fam.
My
Yeah,
bad. It was
what
called stealthing. I
usually
had the wrong name for it. It was called stealthing. I'm sorry.
what usually happens in most interactions between men and women, and I think every man guy can admit to this, right? Once you start messing with a female, after the third or fourth time that you with that girl, you have sex with that girl,
Yeah,
the
condoms off.
condom is gonna be off. You see what I'm
Alright.
saying? It's going to happen Because at that point, that woman really, really like you, and she wanna feel you inside of her, feel you, and the same thing goes for the man. At that point, yes, but in the big, if think, I'll be trying to use logic for most stuff that I be saying, right? If I go to the stream, it's not a stream, but if I go to all the travel to put on the condom, what would I want to take it off when I'm stroking you then? I would ask you off the rip, I don't want to use it. And you would be there, you would say yes or no. That sounds crazy, bro.
Hey, yo, this is the thing, right? So I think men should protect themselves, but what Blanco says is exactly right, Genesis. If you as a woman, you don't want to delete a baby, but you're not in a position to have a baby by yourself, then you got to do what it takes to protect yourself from being in that position. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I did not have my first child until I turned 30, and I did have some instances where I did abort the child, but there was a situation, a GRAPE situation, but after that, but then people will say to me that I'm wrong for doing that.
No, but you can't listen to people. If it was a great situation, you got a right to.
No, they'll say I'm wrong for having a child after 30. They'll say like, you waited until you should have. People will come after me on some. Well, you waited.
Your baby is healthy, right?
Yeah.
So what? I mean, who cares what people think?
But the I guess the red pill, whatever. They're like, okay, you should have been doing that when you were in your 20s, and that's your prime, and now you hit the wall and but my
do you say that, Blanco? Do you think that, witch doctor? I don't think any of us think like that. I don't think not 30. 30 is cool. You cool.
30 is at that point that I mean it depends. Like I say, if it's women that got like an aspiration to have a big family, so it would be to her best interest to start early, right? However, if I have to advise somebody, I say, start whenever you're ready. Simple as that. Start when you are established. That would be the right advice, actually. When you're established, because you know when your baby come out. The way I did it, the mother of my kid, she has to sit down she gave me 4 years. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I use 4 years is until the kid go to kindergarten. At that point, you can move wherever you want to move. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think 30 is cool. I don't mind 30. Like I told my daughter's 30. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, because I think that, and realistically, I told them 30, hoping that they'll land on like 26, 27. But 30 is cool, even up to 35, because if you, as a woman, if you are with a man, your man, you with a man, you riding with that man, and y'all are riding out together, I think that's cool, because that's around the time he gonna be established anyway, like 30, 35 years old. Y'all could have your family. He could take care of you. Y'all could take care of each other. You know what I'm saying?
And in 30, you get used to adulting. You settle in your adult phase. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, Chris.
Absolutely.
Hold on real quick. Chris. It's because it's on my channel, but DJ Witch Doctor, you can read his super chats, man. If y'all want to make sure y'all support my man DJ Witch Doctor. At the same time, he's on my show, so usually it's like a respect thing. But go ahead, DJ Witch Doctor, you can read the brother's super chat.
Yeah, I was gonna I actually screenshotted all your super chats so we don't stop the conversation. But I got you. Let me go back to my channel. I got you. Let me see.
All right. Yeah, he's just over here, bro. And generally speaking, we don't generally do that, but it's okay, man. Shout out to you. It's all good. Also, some of the red pillars are some sucker MCs, anyways. Yeah, I think that whenever you're ready, Chanel, and whatever is best for you, I can't argue against that, right? Jermaine says it's always Jermaine's fault. He said, woman told me, Jermaine, you don't trust me? I've been told that too, bro. I'm clean. You don't trust me? Yo, I've had women press me to try to hit it raw, and I'll be running when they do that. But yeah, I had women press me to try to hit it raw. Haven't y'all?
All the time. Matter of fact, I do you one better. They be on
I'm
top of you. They
allergic
be
to
aiming. I heard that one too. I do you one better. The one that you laying down chilling. You butt naked. She butt naked. She trying to aim that coochie toward her coochie. I mean, she trying to hand her coochie towards your dick.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to hit it raw. Yes, like that, but you'll be like, hold on, baby, hold on. Now I got. Let me see some papers at least. Let me see something
Well,
at
you
least.
know what? You can go on. You can actually go to CVS and get an AIDS test, an HIV test. It's like $20.
I'd rather do it the old fashioned and take your ass to the doctor and let me see the whole thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
everything.
let me
The
see what
whole
everything. And
diagnostic.
it's I think, and the crazy part when I was going active with my channel, I used to I was joking, but I was dead serious. I'm like, yo, I think the fourth day between a man and a woman should be at the clinic or whatever your doctor is. Go get tested, man. So you already know where you're going. Your fourth day should be at the clinic or at the doctor. Let me see your paper. Let me see your paper. You see mine. At least we got that part out the way.
Right, but okay, so she goes see the doctor with you and everything, but then if she were to get pregnant by you, would you be on some? Well, what you figure to do? What you gonna do now?
Not men like us. We value our children. So I mean, it's probably, but that's a different type of dude, and I don't understand how. I'll be honest, maybe because I'm a dude, I don't understand how you can't see. Okay, listen, let's put I'm gonna put you on a little bit. You could tell by the inconsistency. See, what you should not be doing is necessarily listening to what a man says. You should be looking at how that man lives. How that man keep his word? Is that man consistent? Is that man if he has children, is he taking care of his other children? Are those children around? How is his relationship with the people around him? You could tell, like, there's things that you could tell about a man and about a woman, how they live, and know what kind of character they have or what kind of person that you're dealing with.
Yeah,
Well,
for the most-
I would say it sounds like to me is that most women should not even start even looking for a man to be dating or anything like that, like from a sexual level until they turn about 25, about 30 they can have kids because that by that time their frontal lobe is all together, and then go from there. I don't think that people should be, and as long as you're taking care of yourself. Now, if you are a crash out your whole 20s, you might end up in your 30s like having issues. You know what I'm saying? If you're just like, but I think that people should just like kind of, that's what I was told, and that's what I did. My aunties told me, wait till you turn into your 30s and then do that. And I think it was a really good advice because I was a fool in my 20s. So yeah.
So you're not a fool, no.
No.
Okay, just asking.
I mean, I had my moments of foolery, but it's not like I was in my 20s. I was a mess in my 20s.
Yeah.
A whole mess. Trust me. If I would have probably had kids in my 20s, they'd probably be in CPS custody right now. To be quite serious.
Dang. Yo, go ahead. You could read the super chats if you like, DJ Witch Doctor.
All right, so to let me scroll up. As a matter of fact, I got them saved on my computer. Give me a minute, Chris. First of all, to Chris. He said, if it's a man's fault, no, he said it's a man's fault. All a man have to do is strap up. I don't know about that one, Chris. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. He said, I forgot the super chats. My bad, I did forget it. Shout out to the Real Red Bone for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Chris also said, so white people need to be mad at Adam for creating such a beautiful white woman. Chris, you bugging. He also said,
wasn't white. That's hilarious.
Right. He said Eve was a very beautiful white woman in the Garden of Eden. So here come the black man to take and mess it all up because he wanted Eve. That is crazy. So he's saying the black man was Adam and the white woman was Eve. He also said he had over 200 and some wives. I'm not sure who he was talking about there, but I appreciate you, Chris. Also, Chris said the man in the Bible was the best manipulator. Damn. I appreciate you, Chris. Shout out to TMKC. She said, hey. And she also said, Chanel's reality is right.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for the super chats.
No doubt. Y'all make sure y'all support the show. Hit the like button. Likes are free. Support the show. Support the stream. Now, dope discussion. Deserve dope donation. Compensation for the conversation. Let's do good business. So Soft C and the Kisser said, I know men are looking like lost puppies. Who's that? That's crazy. You should not mess with men that look like lost puppies. Shout out to Dan George said, wear a raincoat. Yeah, you should. So you were throwing around that coochie like a quarterback. If you read in between the lines.
No, I was not. I was not actually. I was actually very career and goal orientated, but I was a very I had a serious drinking problem. So,
Oh wow. Okay.
but I got like a real quick touch point for my job, but I'm gonna come back when I get done.
All right, cool.
If y'all
No
are still
problem.
here.
No doubt. Appreciate you coming through. You know you're always welcome anytime. Hey, Warren Moon with Biloxi with the Warren Moon with the bye. Yo, Witch Doctor, man. Yo, this has been a dope build. What you think though overall, man? What's your overall? You usually have a very wise take on things. What's your overall take on it?
As far as the him stuff, that's gonna always be subjective. Because even when I look into space, like a lot of dudes that's him in the space, outside in the real world, like people that I know, and no disrespect to nobody who, you know what I'm saying, I respect a lot of these content creators. I'm a small YouTuber, but a lot of the YouTubers in the space, people that I know won't see them as him at all. Like at
not
all.
Not even close.
But the thing is, they him up here. So I think him is subjective, you know what I'm saying, depending on the arena. As far as the manipulative thing, man, man, I do not let my mom or my girl transact business without me knowing, because man, I'm telling you, bro.
Bars, yo, at the anything with some automotive, anything with anything, bro, you right.
You know, mechanics is finessing because they're not getting is mechanics ain't getting business every single day. So they gotta, when they see you coming, they gotta get you. They gotta get you.
They gotta get it all in right there, huh?
Right. And possibly get you to come back. You know what I mean? You went there for oil change. Now you got to go back to fix all types of stuff that wasn't there before. I don't trust shady mechanics. I got my one homeboy mechanic. That's the only one I trust because I know him before he was a mechanic. But yeah, for the most part, the thing we love about women, a lot of times is the same thing that make them easily manipulated. It just is what it is. We love that about y'all. That's why we gotta protect and preserve that shit about y'all. Because if y'all just go out there willy-nilly, you're gonna be taken advantage of. It just is what it is. A lot of women know that, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's my take on it for the most part, man.
Nah, I think that's spot on, man. Especially when you say, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Do you get a lot of pushback from your moms?
I used to, but she went into certain scenarios that she was like, you know what? Like if she doing any business with people, she'll ask my opinion about that stuff. She even got her business that she do stuff. I don't want to dox her. But me and my younger brother, we heavy in there, like if it's our business too, you know what I'm saying?
That's smart. That's smart because it's true. It's like people do take advantage. Like I got some peoples, right? They be on every daggone get rich quick scheme that there is, and I gotta tell them, I'll be like, yo, fam, come on now. Right. Are you seeing what's going on? They be like, yo, when the money come in, don't be asking me. I'm like, yo, there's no money coming. You just
There's no money.
There's no money coming, son.
Most get rich quick scheme is either too hot or it's just a sham altogether. It's nothing. It's just a finesse.
But it be mostly women that be falling for that shit though, bro. It be mostly women, and this shit just be shouting, yo, geez, yeah, I'm telling you. It's like, come on, fam, please stop. Yo, please. And they try to get mad because you won't want to get in it. Yo, I'm seeing what's going on. No, I'm not putting my money in that.
Bro, I had to let my girl, like, it's kind of messed up, but I had to not fall, but I had to let my girl stumble a little bit so she could realize that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, look, man, people out here is out to get you. It's just, don't think it, you know what I mean? They definitely see you as a woman and they know what time it is, you know?
See you as a lick. Let's just keep it real. They see you as a lick. And then when they see a dude come, they straighten up a lot of times. But you know what I'm saying? But the women, like, yo, fam, I was on a vacation. Let me just say this one, right? Shout out to Dan George. She said, shout out to the mechanic life. We are not all bad, no doubt. Yo, I'm not gonna. Let's don't name no names, Ski Mask Citizen. Come on, fam. So I was on a vacation, right? Me and my girl at the time. This is a long time ago. So we in Florida at the Universal Studios shit. And you know, when you're on vacation at the Universal Studios shit, I don't know if you noticed, but they try to hit you with the timeshare shit, right? Now, me and the chick had discussed the timeshare shit before we ever went to Florida, bro. We had discussed it. I told her about my other homegirl that had got caught with the timeshare shit in Cancun, and this chick was damn near bankrupt because she got finessed. So I told her the story. She agreed, all that. So we get to the damn place. We having a great time. So of course now we got the free stay. We in the villa. We in the this, the that. We only had to pay like $200 for the mansion type shit, right? So she gets to. So the people get to talking. The woman come, the man come. They presenting the shit, and then so she get to start trying to sell me on. Yo, fam. I promise you, I was like, oh, so this is how that nigga Adam done fell. Cause you know when they start trying to sell your shit, they start putting all kinds of unnecessary pressure on you for some shit on some other shit, right? Well, remember when you said this, and remember when you said that, and remember this, and won't you, and you don't never do that. And it's like they try to manipulate you, right? So I'm looking at the batch like, this is a whole new bet. I'm looking at she's trying to thoroughly convince me to buy this damn timeshare because we're gonna be going on vacations like 3 times a week. And I'm looking at her like, yo, in her face, like, yeah. So I finally say, yo, I finally said, come here. I said, excuse me, can you give us a moment? I said, come here. So we walked back towards the I said, yo, come on, son. Like, you really falling for this? She's like, I'm saying it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I'm like, yo, come on, fam. You know what this is. They make it sound like a good deal, but I'm saying we're gonna be coming out. We're gonna be going on vacation at least 3 times, and we could go to Vegas, and we could go to California, and we could go anywhere. And I'm just saying it's 3 times a year, and it's only like $1,500 a year, like, and we're gonna own it.
I love the optimism of women. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man.
And we're gonna own it. Yo, fam, we almost had to fight to get her to wake up, bro.
Damn, man.
We almost had to fight to get her to wake up, bro. I was like, yo, fam, like I'm like, yo, snap, snap. I'm literally like, yo, come on, man, come on. And so we went back to the table. She's like, oh, okay, well, we're not gonna take that. You know how they be sounding all disappointed and shit. We're not gonna go with that right now. We're not gonna. And then later, like 2 years later, she's like, "Yo, I'm so glad you didn't let me take that shit." I was like, "Yo, that was the plan from the beginning. We was just finessing. We just gonna take this joint, live in a mansion for like 2 weeks for $200, for a week for $200, and eat good and live like kings, like the freak." That's good on the one time. It ain't good if you got to keep coming back and you paying for that shit like you own that shit. You never own that shit. The timeshare is like one of the biggest schemes ever, bro. You know that shit, right?
Yeah, you know it is. I heard about it. I never did it. I don't even fully understand it.
So what it is like, so it'd be like some of them be like apartments, some of them be like condos. And it'd be some real nice palatial shit, right?
Yeah.
And so what they do is like you pay, let's just say $200 a month, right? But you're paying $200 a month into perpetuity forever.
Okay.
Blanco, wave it back. And they make it seem like you own it. And then like, yeah. And so so when you go on vacation, it's like when you go on vacation, you book your slot, and then that's your house whenever you're on vacation, right? And then they try to play you like, yeah, and you can rent it out when you're not there. But the problem is that you don't really own it, and they really own it. And there's like 10, 15 other people that got your shit.
They own it too.
They own it too. It's like both of y'all.
That's wild.
That's all paying for life, nigga.
That's
It's
what.
the biggest finesse ever, bro. What's up,
So
Blanco?
wait
You
a
ever
minute.
been?
So you could literally be paying these people mortgage.
Oh shit! Yeah, yo, 100 times over, bro.
That is wild to me, bro.
100 times over. Because they done got like 20, 30 people, 100 people that's on the same joint. Think about it.
Yeah.
Because most people, like even if you're a person that go to vacation 3 times, most rich people don't go to vacation but once a year, maybe twice, right? Unless it's like for their company or something like that, right? So you ain't gonna go but once or twice a year. And then the truth is, once you've been there like once or twice or 3 times in a row, it's gonna get boring. You're gonna want to go somewhere else. You ain't gonna want to go that same place.
Right, because that's the whole point of a vacation is to see a different setup. That's you know what I mean.
Exactly. So they really know that shit. So and then once you get locked in, you locked in, and it's almost impossible to get out that contract.
Yeah, that is a scam right there.
It's like affordable, right? Like when I say affordable, meaning like the monthly joint is not that crazy.
Yeah, it's be like 200 a
Right.
month or 300 a month or something,
Yeah.
something easy like that. Yeah.
It's kind of like prepaying for something in case you might want to go vacation. That's the way I look at a timeshare. Still a scam though.
It's definitely a scam because you number one, you never
Yeah.
own the shit. Number two, they try to lie to you and be like, yeah, you can rent it out, you could actually make money. But the truth is, you gotta have so much paid in that by the time it comes for that, you ain't even doing that shit no more. You're an old person, you don't even think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yes.
So
Yo,
it'd be
just read that Shannon Sharp got fired from ESPN, bro.
yeah, he did.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, he did. They let him go. Y'all
I think it's
seen
because of the same thing with it.
yeah, no, definitely, yes, definitely.
Damn,
Because he
bro.
settled the shit. But we knew when they said that they was just gonna give him time, you know what I'm saying, a break. We knew a suspension. We knew that he was gonna get fired. He's taking some time off. I knew he was gonna get fired from the
What's
day
the point? What's the point of settling though? Would y'all settle? You or Blanco?
Hell no. But if I would have settled, I would have settled. No, but if I was gonna settle, it would have been the very beginning before that shit got loud.
I would have tried
But-
to settle outside of court, but if so
Right.
much people already know, we
Yeah,
got to
it's like
take this
nothing.
all away. Because I'm not
Right.
going to admit to nothing, and then I'm got like, come on, man, that is
It's
crazy.
bad. And then the bitch
But
retired,
the
bro.
thing is,
That's
bro,
crazy. Shout out to Chanel,
thing-
real one. Good, fam.
the thing is, bro, it's like, I know we can say what we want to over here, but like, if any of us in that position, you're gonna just remember you're gonna be in a lose-lose situation, right?
Yeah.
The smartest way was settling before this even became public. But guess what?
Right.
There is no way for that man to kind of like see the future. You know what I mean? That man
Right.
can see what was coming down the pipe. You know, however, right?
Nah,
They-
but if
they-
he settled,
it's
couldn't
two
he
ways
sign
that you gotta look-
papers? Blanco, if he settled, couldn't he sign papers with her? Couldn't he get her to sign papers that she
Yes.
can go public with it?
Yes, especially if it was
That's
if it was
exactly.
quiet. But she could have
That's
pulled
exactly
the
what I'm-
Cassie on it.
that's-
She could put the Cassie on that nigga.
Yeah, that's how usually happen. Like when me and you settle about something, obviously that's the clause. It's like I forgot the name of that contract. Iron Club, maybe something like that. You cannot talk
Yeah.
about this at all.
It's
You
a
see what I'm saying? If you talk
non-disclosure
about
agreement. It's an NDA.
there you go, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So once that came out, the man in me, it will be, yo, we're gonna fight it to the because you put that kind of jacket on me, I gotta fight it. But here's the problem though. Those cases takes years to a civil case with big money like that, it takes years to develop and come to a conclusion, right?
Mm.
This man is a big deal, bro. He had a $150 million contract on the table, right? Guess what happened? At the time, me being the brake man, fighting it, these people ain't gonna hire. These people ain't gonna give me that money no more. They're gonna take that offer off the table, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lose-lose situation. So what settling don't mean you're guilty. Most of the time, when people settle, they're not guilty. That's just route.
Just make it go away. Make it
That's just-
make it go away. Yeah.
Exactly. because like it's kind of like who can I use as an example, bro? That nothing come in my head right now, but like sometimes me fighting. Okay, we start to you sue. Let's say I'm rich, right? You sue me for nigga, right? Let me forget,
Hey,
right? If I fight you on court fees and all that extra stuff, I'm gonna waste probably
Lawyers.
300,000.
Yeah,
And I still gotta fight
more
you.
than that. Yeah, more than that with the lawyer fees, especially if it goes over a couple of years. Yeah, definitely. You break your bread. Yo, Amber Coase said fired him the day before the NFL Hall of Fame game. God, dog. What's up, D-Rock? What's going on, bro? Good to see you. And Sterling Sharp is being enshrined in the Hall of Fame this weekend too. Damn, his brother. God, dog, that's crazy, bro. Damn. But yo, he was stupid though. Can we just admit that he was dumb as hell? Like, yo, fam, there's no way a chick is gonna tell me she want to have my big. And this is what I was talking about. Whenever chicks tried to press me to have sex with no condom, I stopped dealing with them immediately. Whenever chicks tried to press me to come in them to make them pregnant, I stopped dealing with them immediately, bro. Because I already know what it is. She trying to lock it in, and I'm not trying to be locked in. So when this bitch started talking about big black baby, conversation over. Like, what are we talking about?
Y'all gonna, come on. Shannon Sharp is like kind of green. You know what I'm saying? He's not like
how.
What do you mean? Just because
that man done played in the NFL for like 20 years and is 50-something years old, how he green to a 20-year-old slow bitch? Like, how is he green?
He's green because like a lot of people who got that level of celebrity, that was their crutch the whole time. So they ain't had to gauge if somebody messing with them for real or not, because he been famous for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like most people that is just famous like that and just got their pick of the litter, a lot of times they might be green because they only dealing with people who know them as celebrities. You know what I mean?
Damn. I wouldn't call him green at all. That situation, Shannon Sharp, that can happen to any man that got great money. It literally can happen.
Hell no.
No, that's not.
I'll tell you why. Okay, cool. Listen before you answer, right? Nothing stops your 2, 3, 4 year girlfriend, once you break up with her, to turn around and say, this man, go to a court, put a civil lawsuit case, put a case on you for millions of dollars, and say that this man took my pussy, bro. It's
right,
happening
that's true.
to Zion Williams. Hold on 1 second, so you can finish. Just so you can understand where I'm going. It's literally happening to Zion Williamson. His girlfriend of 3 years is accusing the man for taking her pussy, and she's suing the man for $20 million.
Right, but that's fair. But let's look who it is, Mariah Mills, right?
No, it's the other one. It's the actual girlfriend. Mariah Mills was never a girlfriend. She was just a jump off.
Okay. Well. Okay. So the thing is, okay, cool. Well, if it's not Mariah Mills, the thing is, it couldn't happen. I give you that. But the chance and the likelihood of it happening with OnlyFans model substantiates it with an Instagram thotty. Totally enhances the chances of it going down like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, he knew what she was about. He knew what she was hitting for. Like, it's like, how do you get, like, yeah, like if my girl get me, like, yeah, that's gonna mess me up. I just got. But like, yo, a OF model, bro, she can never get me, bro. She can never get me, bro.
I give you that. I give you that. It's kind of like another thing that what they like to do is happening to Anthony Edwards right now. He is the girl, in order for her to get more child support, she moved from ATL to California, and the judge denied her. Mm-hmm. So, you know, in ATL, you got to pay like a certain amount. In California, the amount goes super high. It's all, they just using the loopholes of the law, bro, to get off. That's what I'm saying. That stuff that is happening because they are using the loopholes of the law.
But did he pay her $1 million like off the gate? Yo, Witch Doctor, didn't Anthony Edwards pay Shorty $1 million off the rip?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that story.
No, that wasn't true, bro. You don't believe everything you see on social media. You cannot even do that.
Oh, you can't? Why can't you give somebody? 50 Cent did. You can. I mean, but I'm not saying that they have to. I'm saying you can give a woman $1 million and say, yo, and try to give her a non-disclosure agreement and try to say, yo, I'm giving you this so for the child and you're not gonna take me for child support. Now, whether she go and do it after that, she can, but I'm just saying, but you can do that because 50 Cent did it.
That would be a gift. Every time that the court gets involved, you gotta go through them, bro. If you do that with your girl, you give $1 million, that will literally be considered a gift, bro. And you cannot prepay child support, my guy. You can't.
Wow.
What you can do, and that's not even smart. What you can do is put that $1 million into an account that the 10% interest again, and the interest literally going to pay the child support. Yes, and the account from that account you directly pay her the monthly child support. That would be the smartest way to do it. At that point, of course, this only apply for niggas that got money like Anthony Edwards. Like he got okay. Let me prepay this. I put it on an account. The account accumulate interest, and the interest literally pay the child support monthly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that makes sense if you did it like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Think about it. $1 million at a 10% every year. That's $100,000 per year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I thought. But she did get denied. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, the judge was up, or whoever her judge was up on it and denied her. So they didn't let her try to get through that loophole right there.
Yes, because child support is a state matter. You know who did that? Who tried to did that move too? Chris Brown, baby moms. She is from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to move to Cali because in Cali you can get in crazy numbers, 20, 30,000 kind of numbers. In Texas, it got a cap. Texas, the max money that I don't care if you got Elon Musk money. The max money that the person can pay is like $4,000, I believe. It used to be like $2,700 before, but it went up.
A month, $4,000 a month.
Yes, it doesn't matter if you Elon Musk. You got a cap in Texas.
Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna even hold you. That's good. I think it should be.
And you know what? A baby in Texas that brought Drea Michelle.
Drea, oh yeah, she did. She sure did, because what's the name was playing for the Houston Rockets. Damn.
There you go. So now it's in her best interest at that point. Don't get it twisted. $4,000 is $4,000 for especially when you know you got a man that young boy just signed for 120 extension, 3 years, right?
Oh, what with Phoenix?
So it's in her best interest.
Wait, Phoenix signed him to extension?
No, with the Rockets.
No,
the young girl that she messed with.
No, he got traded.
Oh, you know what?
He got traded to the Phoenix.
You're right. I'm okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm saying you're right. I'm thinking I'm still talking like he was with the Houston Rockets. But what I'm saying is, besides the point, what I'm saying is that it's in her best interest for her to play nice with the guy, because you get a little child support. I didn't even think she got homeboy in child support. It makes no sense at that point. You might as well play like big with him, and you got access to the $100 million contract guy. He don't got it at once, but he getting what, 30-something mil per year.
But I thought she broke up. With him. Yeah. His contract is $30 million a year, I think. 32 million.
Yeah, 30 plus. Yeah, it's 30 plus. Yeah, that boy eating, man. No, they didn't break up because she just went viral like 2-3 days ago for like for like playing with a nigga or something.
Like
they were together on they were like in a TikTok, some bullshit like that. They were like together.
Oh, right. He's making 35.11 million a year.
Yep.
And he did sign a 1.5 million extension, but he got traded to the Phoenix Suns. Yep. Because the Houston Rockets got Kevin Durant now. The Houston Rockets team is crazy. Yeah, the Houston Rockets team is crazy. They got everybody over there.
Who's their coach? Is them from Boston, right?
Ime Udoka. Yeah. The Boston, old
Oh
Boston.
my man! Oh man, my man! He was tagging on Nia Long, man. That's my baby right there. I remember growing up, I used to like that girl.
Yeah, that's his son's mother. That's his son's mother. He
They
got
break
like
up.
11 or
They
12
break
years
up, right?
old. Yeah. You know, because she, you know what I'm saying? She got outraged. All them women was like, don't let him play you like that. He cheating on you, girl, with a white woman, you know, that type shit. So yeah. Yo, but he got paid. Yo, he got the biggest coaching contract in NBA right now with
Yes,
the
he did.
Houston Rockets.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, with the Houston Rockets. Yeah, he getting paid. Shout out to Ime
Look
Udoka,
at
man.
that.
Look at guy, right?
He's a great coach, bro. Yo,
Yeah, he is.
He didn't. If he was, Boston won the championship, not this past championship, the one before, right?
Yeah, but
He's supposed to be the coach of that thing.
yeah, but Joe Mazzulla was the coach, and they won under Joe Mazzulla. Yeah.
Yes, no. But what I'm saying is that the infrastructure that was put together, it was him.
Yeah, that was all him. That was all him. Yeah, that was all him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, if I'm not mistaken, he's like a Nigerian. I know he's some sort of African.
I don't know, but he been around the NBA for a long time. Like he was an NBA journeyman. Like he been playing for a minute.
Yeah.
And yeah, he been around the NBA forever. For his like, and he a young dude too. He like in his 40s. He not old. He a 40-year-old dude.
He looks super young.
Yeah,
he looks
like
super young. That's what's crazy. Man.
Yeah, he like 40 years old. I think.
I know Houston gonna be a threat next year. They might be the OKC of this year.
Yeah, they definitely they got the second greatest odds to win the whole thing right now.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, somebody they'll fire that man, bruh. I mean, the good thing about Shannon, you cannot cancel a man like Shannon Sharp. He got his own shit, so and that man following is huge, bruh. That man following is huge. Now, because I remember, after Sunday Night Football, he used to go live to react to the whole Sunday football stuff. 100,000 people watching, 80,000 people watching. Now he getting fired for ESPN. I think those numbers gonna go up.
Yeah, but if I was him, I would never. Yeah, he American and Nigerian. Yeah, he's American Nigerian. Yep. But if I was him, I would have never he didn't need to go to ESPN. He had it by himself. If he would just stayed doing what he was doing, he'd have been eating. But they wanted to get some licks on him for that Cat Williams situation. They've been figuring out a way to try to get back at him since that Cat Williams situation for a minute. You know that, right?
The thing is like you cannot say no for two easy bags, man. The ESPN bag was too lovely to pass on. To remind you, half of the time he was doing it from his house. He wasn't even in the ESPN studios in Connecticut.
Yeah, but a lot of times he was though. But this is the thing though. But they used what they call it. They used that to terminate his contract. So it's not like he got fired and he's still getting paid for ESPN. Nah, they used that clause, him settling
the moral.
The moral clause to terminate his contract. So, kind of like what they did with Paul Pierce too. So it's like, damn. It's like,
but what I'm trying to say is, bro, they kind of checked that. I don't know his contract on ESPN, but there is no Shannon Sharp is not working for ESPN for less than $10 million per year.
I think he was getting like 10 million. Yeah. Damn, he got paid. Whoa. He had to pay. He's 46 years old, and he had to pay $32,500 a month to Nia Long. God dang.
Woo. What kind of baby need? What kind of baby need that kind of money, bro?
They don't got no baby. That boy like 11 years old, bro. That kid like 11 years old.
I mean, what kind of 11-year-old boy needs $30,000 just to get by, and then need it again the next month?
Nobody. Hey, the only network left for Shea is NBC. He can't go back to ESPN, CBS, or Fox or FSN. God, dog, shit. He just need to keep doing what he doing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with what he doing. He get eating. What's up, Lloyd? Yes. They said
Channel Sharp.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp, bro, he's gonna be just fine, bro, because now it's want to incentivize people to go to his channel, the people that really rocks with him. And that's what I'm saying. He was getting 80, 100,000 people faithfully watching then Sunday night football games, reactions from him. Now, most people think that he got screwed. The 100,000 is going up. I promise you. 100, 120, 140 faithfully gonna be watching him live on Sunday night. Well, my words.
That's cool.
You won't be able to see it on ESPN no more. That's why.
Well, I mean, that's what's up. Well, I mean, I hope so, because shit, he gonna need it. He gave that bitch like 30 million or 50 million, something like that, of his hard-earned money. The bitch retired. Yo, that's like an insult to injury. He gave her all that bread and then she retired from OnlyFans, which is smart. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yo, you can't make that shit up.
According to the other stuff that they saying, she got 23 million, man. Michael Jordan number, bro. $23 million.
23.
You know the part that really, would have hurt my soul if I was Shannon. That after I gave you the bread,
you retired.
You turn around and gonna put a statement and say that it was consensual.
No, stop lying. Well, no, you know what though? Wait, you know what though? That might have been right. That might have been a clause for her to pay him. That might have been in the clause for him to pay her. That might have been what it was. You know what I'm saying? That she had to retire, and then she had to say, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about it, that she had to say that you know what I mean? It was consensual or whatever to try to preserve his reputation.
Yeah. I don't know about the retirement part. I think that was her just kind of like a sticking in his face, like, nigga, I got your money in. Well, but the consensual part, it was strategically from him. Hey, like, hey, man, I'm going to give you this money, but I need you to say this, and that. The retirement part is just to pretty much rubbing his face, bro. The retirement part.
I don't even think it mattered at this point, Blanco. Like, nobody don't care. Like, it's just all bad for him from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to hear that shit that now was consensual, because all them text messages got leaked, all that shit that got leaked. It just make them look crazy. I ain't gonna front. Make them look crazy.
Yeah, but they was doing that weird play over there, bro. They were doing that BDSM bullshit. So if they would have released those tapes, man,
he'd have been through.
His
big black ass, he'd have
been choking this woman to remind you. To remind you, all that she was consensual, but that's how they were getting down on those activities. The BDS, whoever practiced that bullshit, right?
I know, but
pretty much.
He'd have been through. Yo, Lord Idiot said ESPN might let him back after this blows over in a year or two. Hey, I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't care if they begged me back. I'm like, hell no, F y'all. He can't go to NFL Network because that's a joint venture between Fox, CBS, and Amazon Prime Video. Damn. He don't have to though. His show is popping, so as long as right. Yo, I heard that he was destroying her cheeks from the back too. Allegedly. So you know that shit look crazy.
Hey, yo, like I was saying, bro, like that happens. That can happen to any of the heavy. Nothing stops them. Nothing protects them unless they're recording every sexual encounter. Nothing protects them guys from an ex-girlfriend to pretty much, you know what these civil lawsuit cases are, bro? It's nothing but blackmailing. Because before we get to know, they already put in pressure on the nigga. Like, hey man, listen, man, I got this, and that. I'm asking for $5, but you give me $2 million, I go away quietly. That's blackmailing, bro. Nobody can tell me any different. Because if this man took your pussy, why do you want his money? Why don't you put him under the jail?
I mean, that's a fact. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Shout out to DJ Genesis. Welcome back to the show, DJ Genesis. How you doing?
Thank you. I had to go ahead and work for my job.
Every time that is like these people go for money in no jail time, that's a red flag for me off the rip. Off red, bro. It just don't compute in my head, bro. It just doesn't. This man took your pussy, and you want some money.
I got you.
That's the worst crime on planet Earth, bro. You taking the humanity to somebody and your revenge is to go get some bread, according to you, come on now. What happened if he was poor? What happened?
But you know what happens? He going to jail. He going to jail without the
Exactly.
bail. That's what happens if he poor. You know, it's hard. I mean, you know, that's one of the things that's really kind of like hard. Like you know what it is, but it's like, yo, you can't really call it at the same time for real. Like, because it be so much interwoven into it. It's like, yo, niggas did do it, but it's maybe not from the perspective of, you know what I'm saying? It's wild.
Yo, it was a case that just literally this man just got sentenced, bro. Matter of fact, he was playing for your Lakers, Ben McLemore. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember Ben McLemore.
They gave him 8 years, bro, for grace.
Ben McLemore got 8 years for what?
Yeah, this happened like 2-3 weeks ago, bro. Like, son, this man took the stand. I ain't read the entire word, so I'm gonna speak for what I know. They went to a house, I think in Seattle. It was a little party, whatever. They said that everybody got drunk, right? He wake up, hunger was massaging his eggplant, whatever. She turned around, put it in her mouth, give him the blowjob. He beat the coochie up, left. A couple of years later, this nigga got a rape case. Now this nigga got he doing 8 years. He doing 8 years. Look it up. He got 8 years. He got sentenced like 2-3 weeks ago. Literally.
That's crazy, fam.
The man said, God understand, was like, yo, yes, we did have sex. Everything was consensual. Why you didn't do anything right on the spot? Like, you know everything is consensual. He was talking on the court, bro.
Damn. So maybe that's crazy. Why they get him? Oh, that's messed up, bro. Damn, man.
I think Washington or what? I know it was one of the North State, Washington or was it Portland? Maybe Portland. I know it was upstate. I mean North.
That's sad, man. When you get jammed up like that, that's sad, bro. And he was already out the league too, huh? So he really didn't have bread like that, did he? Blanco, you there?
Go ahead, say that again. Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I said he was already out the league too, huh? So he didn't really have bread like that, did he?
I don't know. He was. The thing is, once they put an accusation on you like that, nobody gonna touch you though. You gotta fight it out, then come back.
Yeah, damn. 8 years. That's just sad. What you think about stuff like that, Genesis? What's your thought? I mean, you know, I know you said, you know, you had experience with certain things. So what's your take with certain things like that?
I'm kind of coming in late. Like, what are we talking about? Like the Shay thing where he paid off the lady and everything.
Yeah, from that to the Ben McLemore, it was an NBA player, and allegedly he was involved in a consensual situation, and the woman came back like later and was like, you know, came back years later and was like he raped her, and so now he's doing 8 years because they convicted.
Based on what evidence?
That I don't know.
I mean, did they have proof that he raped her?
Great. How could they?
Raped her? I'm sorry.
How could they? 3-4 years later, they can't. There's no such thing. It's just her word against his word. There ain't no such thing as proof. Because if she didn't file no kit. She didn't file nothing back then. So there's no way that they can prove it. For real. Let's be honest.
I mean, there were like text messages. Like, how were they able to?
I don't know. That's the same way they got Bill Cosby. Remember, like they just say he did it, and they just was like, yeah, hit the Cash App, y'all support the show.
I honestly think that it's like an attack on what I believe is this is a shifting of wealth. What's happening? You know, I'm not sure if is the lady a Caucasian woman.
I don't know, Blanco. Was that woman a Caucasian woman, Blanco?
A white girl.
Yeah.
It seemed like to me that what's happening is that these African American men are getting caught up with these. But here's the thing:
So-called black men, because they're not.
So-called black men, or is he not? He's not a FBA or whatever.
I don't know, but that don't, that's a whole nother story. Go ahead, you got it.
So I believe that there's like a shifting of wealth happening, and it's been going on, but it's been going on behind the scenes. Before there was GRAPE, there was, get married to him and then divorce him at a certain time. So I think that they purposely put these ballers with white women, and then they build families with them, and then they divorce them and take all their money. And that's why half the people in the NBA when they get retired are broke and busted and disgusted. So,
well, what about the Brittany Renners of the world, and the basketball wives of the world, the Evelyn Lozadas of the world, and the Jennifer Williams of the world, and whoever else? What about those?
That's why Evelyn Lozada is a Latino. Same thing. So it's still a transfer of wealth. It's outside of the hands of a black man.
Right. So big black women
from the black man into someone else's hands. They don't want black men to have shit. So what'll happen is that they put these kind of women in their place, because it's always a certain kind of type of woman. It's a type. That go after the man and whatever. So yeah. Who are these women that are going after these athletes, these entertainers? Certain type of women that are like groupies or whatever. Kind of like they have the same aesthetic, that look, whatever, and then they'll
got nothing. Everybody's doing it, man. The girl that put Mike Tyson in jail was a black girl. The girl that got those guys locked up and do the entire Duke lacrosse thing was a black girl. Every girl is doing it. It's not like a just same time.
You're missing the aesthetic part, because I know you have. Listen, it's the aesthetic. The whole objective is a certain kind of woman, whether it be a thin, certain like model-esque type of black woman, or a thin model-esque type of a Asian woman, or a Latino woman. What they do is they get with these type of women, and then they end up cheating on them for whatever reason, because they get the most beautiful woman in the world. These women are like, these are a certain type of women. You understand what I'm saying? Half of them probably had women that was with them from the beginning, whatever. They dumped them, get with these type of women, marry them, and then that woman takes them for what they got.
So basically, gold diggers, in other words.
Yeah, it's an aesthetic. It's a certain type of woman that's like just hanging out at the basketball game, trying to get chose. They go to the magic show. They go and put their stuff in a suitcase, go to Las Vegas or whatever, the NBA playoffs, whatever, just to run into a basketball player.
Mm-hmm. That's true. All-Star Weekend or the Summer League. I heard there was that yo Blanco. I heard there was at the Summer League scouting. Them hoes was at the Summer League scouting.
Certain kind of a woman. Think
about
how is it that P. Diddy and 50 Cent is throwing the same woman? It's because these are the women. These are like, they have their own little set of women that like be going and just bouncing from one to the other. And there's like certain women aesthetically that like just do that. They just, they said, I'm not gonna go get an education. I'm just gonna go to the basketball games and try to find me a basketball husband.
That's nothing.
That's what I say to me is like they're there for a specific purpose, like a groupie. They're the basketball groupies, and then
that's nothing new, right? Because the whole Summer League is I've been in Vegas literally like 33 times plus, right? Mm-hmm. That Summer League thing, this bro's been doing that Summer League thing for the longest, bro. I remember, matter of fact, me and my friend got like a funny joke, because we've been peeping that since 2018. That's what, 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. A lot of them, bro. Summer League been going up in Vegas since 2016, I believe. But it got popular now because now the league, the NBA, is finding ways to get money, every single penny from everything. So they promote it. Before it wasn't promoted before. Remember that? Like 10 years ago, it wasn't promoted. Now it's promoted because now, like we used to go to games and everything. They play where the University of Las Vegas play. And then games, like a lot of people go, then games, like, yo, let's say you have a little son, let's say you want to do the family thing. You take your son in there, you like $25. You know what I mean?
For the day,
$30.
yes. And you can watch like 7
Exactly.
games
So
or something like that. Yeah.
exactly. So it's a good, like a little thing if you're doing the family thing. Now, if you're single, you go over there to party because everybody's in there for the next 2 months. I usually go there to party with the homies.
The NBA players come through and NFL players come through and watch their
I
people.
heard that the freak offs with the NBA is the worst ever. They make P Diddy look like, look like like candy, like a freak, like nothing. I've heard that.
Never heard of NBA freak off, but okay.
I have, but here's the thing: is that bottom line is that when they leave that basketball game or that party or whatever, there are women outside dressed up like this waiting for them, groupies. And then they choose from the type of groupie, like they choose a certain type of woman that's within that kind of a group. A lot of times, like one person can bounce from. Look at Ocho Cinco. So Evelyn Lozada was with one, then bounce to the other. So they like rotate the groupies.
So every girl that deal with those guys,
they have hip hop groupies. And then they just rotate them around and marry them for some reason. I don't understand why.
So everybody, let's just say NBA, NFL, entertainment, rappers, most of those women going to be groupies, right?
No, most of those women want to be chose by that person, and so therefore they are outside waiting and trying to get chose, and then they get chose, and then next thing you know, and they'll be the most beautiful women just standing outside waiting for hey, whatever.
Well, yeah. I'm glad you say that. Your rapper baby daddy, like he chose you, or you were just chasing him around?
No, actually, I was a DJ myself, and he used to come see me DJ.
One of those sex parties that you used to go?
He was at my groupie.
Whoa,
so one of the sex parties that you be going?
Whoa, wait!
I was a techno DJ. No, I was. At that time, I was out of DC, so that when I was DJing the sex parties, I was in DC. So then I moved to Detroit, and I stayed there for like about 20
Dope is your rapper boyfriend? He said I chose her. Dope is your rapper boyfriend?
Who?
I mean, your rapper baby. I don't know. Someone said I chose her, so I was just wondering if it was that. But I don't know who your rapper boyfriend.
I don't know. No, he's passed away now.
God rest.
I would say that he used to come to my event. Everybody would come to it. When I would DJ, I would have everybody there. So he came, everybody, it would be all like the little people who's who of Detroit. So yeah.
The point is that those people, because I happen to know a couple of them, right? Those people, besides the money, is normal people, just like me, you, and everybody in this panel, bro. They go get food. They go. Do you know that a lot of the NBA niggas go play basketball right by my house at Lifetime Fitness?
LA Fitness. Yeah, I know. They be in Atlanta.
When I used to go play every now and then, I used to play with James Harden, Larry Fitzgerald, Antoine Bowden, Bayless, because then it be a lot of players that live over here on this area, right? So my point is, like, these people just normal. They just meet girls everywhere. You don't necessarily have to be like at the club. Matter of fact, I can make the argument most of the girls that these people meet is outside chilling, going to dinner, I remember when one of my good friends, one of his good friends happens to be that Danny Green. You know what I mean? Danny Green is tight with LeBron. That's why I hang out with Danny LeBron a couple of times, because Danny Green and LeBron are tight. Danny Green lived in LeBron's house before when he got drafted by the Cavaliers. Like 10 years ago, whenever that happened, right? And them boys, the most humble people ever, bro. When they in town, they used to call my boy, hey, man, we having a game today, pulled up. When he used to play, he retired, of course. We pulled up. Normal people, yo.
So if they go to a club, they're not meeting all the models and everything. When they go to the NBA All-Star Weekend, they're not meeting up with models. There's women that go to the NBA All-Star Weekend just to meet up with a player. Listen, there was an actual website where people was talking about how, I went and I screwed this guy and he have a big D and whatever. They was actually
that happened.
most of these people be hooking up at NBA All-Star Weekend. And they go
NBA
out
was
to, these women
actually
be going out to find a
that's
baller, and they get their whole thing, get their booty shots in and everything like that. Next thing they out there, and then they they get chose, and that's how you
NBA
get.
All-Star Weekend. NBA, I went to a lot of NBA All-Star Weekend. NBA All-Star Weekend is pretty much for the quote-unquote fans, for the people to come for the festivities. That's all it is. It's only one of them
And
in
the
20
hoes
years.
to make money. The hoes be out there too. Come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah, but the part that you're missing is it's usually gonna be one lucky girl for every 40 girls that take an L. That's the part that you miss.
Then why
Most
is
of
it
them
that they
girls
all
are
are
catching
screwing the
L's.
same women? Why are they all circulating the same females?
It's big. It's very simple. You smash whoever is close to you. That happens on every field. If you work at a call center, usually those people is messing with each other. If you work at the doctor, usually might be messing with the nurses. If you are a lawyer, you usually messing with a paralegal. It happens in every aspect of life. That's just how it is.
Okay, so they're hooking up with the hoes at the NBA All-Star Weekend. 'Cause-
Everybody who go with hoes, no matter it's hoes everywhere. It's more hoes than anything else. Like I don't know. That's
Right.
that like that's
So that's
easy.
so the question is not about like whether or not like why the real question is that okay, why do you think, and it's because they are choosing between a certain caliber or type of woman.
Yo, Chanel's reality. What say you? How you doing? Welcome back to the show.
Hey guys,
What's up? What say you on the subject?
How you doing, darling?
I'm good. Come back to me. I was in the middle of something when you guys were talking.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
All
Y'all
right.
got it done. No doubt. I just wanted to let you in. Go ahead. Y'all got it done.
And can you admit that like a model type broad or a person that's like a because what about the people back in the day? They had these the magazines like the King magazine and all this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they end up at these places. Remember, like this one lady, she had a big behind, and she was on the one video.
Talking about Buffy the Body.
Yeah, Buffy the Body. Those are the type of women that end up at these events, right?
Right, but I don't think none of them is married. Like Esther Baxter, Vita,
Gloria
Velez, Esther Baxter,
Melissa Ford,
Melissa Ford, Vita. What's the Spanish?
But I think they all have dated ball players at some point.
They probably did, yeah.
Of course.
The Brittany
That's
Renner,
the
yeah,
deal.
dated.
Not that they probably they have.
Yeah, dated, of course. You heard the story of Drea Michelle and Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, we heard that story.
Right,
So yeah,
and end up on a whole show about that, right?
Right.
So my bottom line is that these people are a certain type of aesthetic of women that specifically go out to find themselves a baller.
Right,
and then the ballers follow for it
believe-
every time. They just they see a beautiful woman with a BBL back in the day, and I think they're getting off of that now. But yeah.
But if they just smashed it,
wife them up. They wife them up.
Nah, they ain't wifing them.
No,
they ain't wifing
Drea was married. What's her name?
Not to no NFL, not to no NBA nigga. She won't marry.
Delicious. Remember Delicious? She's married. She was married to an NBA person. A lot of
Ooh.
those.
No, she wasn't. But
No,
okay.
she wasn't. She was married to one of the brothers from the Central Park Five.
From the park. There
Yeah,
you go.
Central Park Five. Yeah, the brother
Hold
Ramon something. Ramon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, he one of them. He got some money. He got like a settlement for I don't know how many millions, but he got some money.
it's
out of the
like
whole
3
thing.
million or something like that. It was like three
Yeah.
to 5. So one
Delicious was previously engaged to former NFL player Orlando Scandrick, bro.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
engaged,
well,
but she didn't get married to,
engagement
and that's
don't
an
count.
NFL
No,
player.
it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that all these women and stuff like this, they be getting engaged. All those like kind of vixen type of chicks that are kind of
Well, look, you see how bad Cuban Links is, and Cuban Links said 50 Cent didn't give her 50 cent. Shout to 50. And Cuban Links is gorgeous,
Oh my God.
and naturally gorgeous. And she
half
didn't
those
get 50
people don't even
cent.
want no woman. They want dudes.
Who?
Oh my God.
Who?
Here we go.
Wait, what'd you say?
She-
Wait,
she-
whoa.
She ain't flying that
Once
high
they
for them
get
are
to
gay.
that certain level, they get to like being full up with each other. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I don't know about that. I can't co-sign that. Whoa. Partner. Hey, listen, if y'all want to keep this show going, come on, Pass. We coming up on 6 hours. It don't make no sense. Y'all support the show. Hit the like button. Likes are free. And everybody throw $5 to the Cash App so we can keep the show going, man. Support the show, support the stream now, man.
So you don't think that like these? I mean, look at Dwight Howard. Come on now.
Come on, Dwight Howard is Dwight Howard though, but that doesn't mean that all these people.
You picking exceptions as usual, right? Nobody denying that it's a few of those rainbow people up there, but when y'all always lose me when y'all go as far to saying like half of them are. Like come on now, come on.
Well, maybe if I said half of them are, my bad. But there's a lot. There's a good bit of them that are.
And hey, listen, what is the proof?
Well, they're not gonna put the proof out there. They're gonna like have a beard and all this stuff.
So there is no proof, but some way somehow you know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm in the industry. What would make you think I don't know backside stories about people?
Yeah.
That was a pun intended, huh? She said backside stories. That was a pun. That was a pun right there. Pun intended.
Kind of like the T-app, right? Like where all these bros, all these trencher hoes go to the T-app looking to and put up accusations on niggas. Gonna find out they didn't even know the guy. Come on, man. If it is no proof, man, don't do that.
All right. So would you say that a lot of like the female WNBA women are gay?
Yeah, they let you know themselves. They're telling you that. We don't have to speculate. They're telling you that.
Okay. So the thing is that you're thinking because that the women are telling you that they are gay, because the men are not, that they aren't.
Darling, the NBA has been going on since 75 years now, I believe. If my math is correct, something along those lines. In the entire NBA, it's like 3 openly rainbow niggas. Obviously, we're smart enough to know it's a few more in there.
Let me tell you what I think will happen. When you have your pick of women, when you have your pick, you have sampled every kind of a JJ.
But hold on, let me finish so you can understand where I'm going. If half of the league, NFL, NBA were rainbows, they wouldn't have to hide it. They would be openly with it if half of them were. There wouldn't be no need to hide it because it's like half and half at that point. Most men on planet Earth are straight. You cannot debate that. You put 100 men on a room, no matter what race, color, financial status, 90 of those guys, 95 is going. I'm going to say 90 to be safe. 90 going to be straight men.
I believe that it might be a combination between straight and bisexual.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You got it, man. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I know why I'm arguing with you. You got it. Yeah, you got
it. You want to know why? It's because there's a guy named DL Hunter. And do you know, listen, there was not, I've seen so many different things about these dudes out here, man, especially if they're in Atlanta and certain like cities where it's like, okay, to fool around with transgender women and stuff like that. Cause they will be towing that line, you know?
That's the particular group.
People fooling around with trans and all type of stuff. Yeah.
That's the particular group that you was hanging out with. Most men are straight, yo. There's no in between.
I'm from the house scene. I'm gonna tell you what, the scene that I'm from, like, it ain't no secret. Like, it's the gay, house music has a gay element to it, and in our thing, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Listen, there's gay people, there's straight people, no big deal. But when you get into the other scenes, then it's shunned upon, and so therefore you just had Ray J on what's his name? What's that
Cam
thing?
Newton.
Cam Newton, right?
Cam.
And when Cam asked him, so are you straight, are you gay? Right? And he went through this whole explanation. well, why is this? I have the agency and this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so all right, based on what you heard him say on that thing, would you say that he was straight?
I ain't watched the interview, but I know he did an interview with
I
her.
don't need to watch that
That's why
interview.
I was
That
able
interview.
to know.
First of all, that interview was good because even for you, Izzy, and for Witch Doctor, he showed he was telling some true shit, like some wild shit. Do you know that half of these streamers be using bots and like programs and stuff like that? Like, so you know, you'll see a person with all this stuff going on. They use like programs to push their content a certain way, even like
It's
in
possible. But
The
you can't
thing is,
trust hold on real quick. You can't trust Ray J like that. Ray J been lying about being sus forever.
But Ray J,
right? The-
based from what I see in that interview, Ray J is underrated though. I think that Ray J actually he knows something because every time you've seen him, he been promoting his own thing. He talked about even his album, how he was an independent artist and 100% of his masters he owns. And then he got into like, listen, I sold some AirPods. I done been multi-platinum many times on things I sold. So, and when he broke the whole thing down, even though he sound crazy and be acting crazy, like it's like, okay, well, he's doing like with the way he's saying though. If you listen to what he's saying, it's like, okay,
Nah, I listen
that
to Ray
makes
J, but again, he been lying about being sus for so long. You only could believe half of what Ray J say. Like Ray J a lie in a heartbeat. Like Ray J was just lying in a heartbeat. That's just what
the thing is, Genesis, the thing is like you I remember you hearing you talk a lot and you be saying that you go to those swinger parties and those sex parties and all that stuff. So you viewing everything from those lenses.
No, I
Most people,
DJ'd for
most
the swinger
okay,
party,
can I
and
okay.
they were white people. First of all,
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
even talking about.
The part that you
hold on,
missed, hold on,
let me.
hold
No,
on, hold on, so I can
because I don't like
finish.
you trying to
So
call me
because
out and try to say that. I don't like that.
and nobody calling
Because-
you out. What are you talking about?
No, you're trying to
calling
say
you out, bro?
you DJ the thing. You're looking
What
at it
I'm
from this frame.
saying, what I'm trying to say is simple. Like you think that particular area becomes the majority in the country or in the world? That's not how it is. That's how those peoples get out. Most people, they're not down with that shit. We don't even got friends that is down with that shit. Okay, it's a very small minority of people that get down with that, yo. You know how Diddy was getting down? It's a very few men on planet Earth that get down like that, yo.
Yeah, but okay. So Poppy Blanco. I mean, all right. So you might not get down like that, but when you start to get into a certain echelon of people, there is a threshold you meet to where things get kind of shaky on like what's allowed and what's looked at as bad and everything like that. So I mean, so when you're talking about even with me with swinger parties, the majority of these people were very well-to-do, very rich people. These were not broke people trying to fuck each other. These were like rich mayors and
yes, that's a five. We don't say F bombs over here. It's a $5
I'm sorry, my bad.
surcharge to the cash app. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
You see that right there makes the point that I'm trying to make. Wealthy people, most people don't get that kind of money, so that excludes
wealthy is the
literally
minority.
a lot of other people. Did that right there alone made the
But
whole
we're talking
thing,
about
darling?
basketball
Now,
players, though. We're not talking about regular people. We're talking about basketball players. People are in that upper echelon. So at minimum, you're going to be exposed to those things. You know,
so
at
on your
minimum,
DJing, on your swinger DJ situations, how many NBA niggas pulled up over there?
Say it again.
On your when you DJ on your swinging parties, in order for you to your statement to be true, you need to tell me that you saw at least 100 basketball players coming through there.
No, I was listen. Let me just break it down to you, okay? I was in Washington D.C. What runs Washington D.C.? Politics. I saw politicians. If I were in New York, I would see entertainment people. If I were in LA, I would see, entertainment people, actors and stuff. I would see musicians in New York. And then certain areas, Florida, whatever, I might see basketball players or whatever. The bottom line is that, yes, I did see people well-to-do enacting in some very wild stuff. and being in Washington D.C., these people were senators, governors, people that were really high up in like the chain of command when it came to Washington
I highly
D.C.
doubt that, but okay.
It doesn't. You can highly doubt it all you want.
A governor in the open on the swinger party. Ah, you got it. Okay.
No, because
All right.
you can't just go into a swinger party. You have to be invited, or you have to be a part of the membership to go there. And there's a certain like rules about how that you do
I ain't
it.
gonna hold you. She do got a point with that, Blanco, because like I know people that mess with that type of stuff, and you won't even know that there's a party going on unless you live in that life. So it's not like it's not like you seen a flyer like a club party. You know what I mean? But I still think it's the minority because that shit is like everybody ain't.
We're in Texas right now, so the people that's going to the swinger parties are probably like high up people according to businesses, because Texas is like where all the corporations are headquartered. So you'll see people high up in corporations. So based on where you're at determines what the swinger parties are, and the swinger parties. A broke swinger party, I ain't never been to no broke swinger. People that go to swinger parties got money. Because they have, even the people that's throwing them got money. The guy that was throwing the swinger party in Washington, D.C. called Entree New, also threw an event called Bound. He was a anthropologist for the National Institute of Health, and his job was to sit on that street and to survey all the heroin. This is come on now.
On the swinger party joints, right? It's a straight full blown Mr. Nasty Time activity, or people just go over there on some weirdo stuff and sit down and just watch?
No, I think that you got it mixed up. So a swinger party is married people. So a lot of times you'll go into a swing, you don't even know what's going on. You might just only see the party part of it. So there's a party going on, and
that's what I meant.
Listen, there's a party going on. There's rooms, right? So if you find another couple that wants to interact with you, you go into a room. Now, like initially, there was the party that was like the meeting thing that I was DJing at, right? People would meet up and meet their people that they wanted to hook up with. Then after the whole thing, they would kind of get going at the party. After the whole thing was over with, they would go to his house. And that's where the real stuff would go down at. So, and a lot of stuff be going down in houses. There was a place in Washington, D.C. called the House of Secrets. Look it up. Prince used to be there. Guru used to, everybody that was performing in Washington, D.C., if they would take a stop at the House of Secrets, and then all kind of stuff would be going on in different rooms called the House of Secrets.
So if you want to take it to the next level,
called the House
I'm
of
sorry, go ahead.
And I DJ'd
Go ahead,
the
sorry,
House
I'm
of
sorry,
Secrets.
go ahead.
I've DJ'd Entree New. I've DJ'd Bound. So back in the day, I DJ'd all kind of different like stuff. Like, so I'm saying, like, I don't understand why you don't understand that there's like these kind of like secret parties that go on that people are kind of getting it in at.
I didn't.
They're rich.
You're wrong again. I didn't dispute that. I'm smart enough to understand that those things going on because I know of a swinging club over here where I know in Phoenix right now, but in Phoenix where I live. So I know they exist. I know I'm smart enough to understand that. The point, the thing that you say was that a lot, you making it like a 50-50 thing that most niggas is down with some rainbow bisexual stuff, and that's not truth at all. Nowhere near. Nowhere. Most men are straight, no matter where they from.
I never said 50-50. So you just put that word into my mind, into my mouth.
You say half, yo. You say half. Half is 50.
I'm putting like this, is that I said that bisexual. I'm saying that, or bi-curious.
There's no such thing as that with men, though, just about for the record.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
You either are or you're not.
Or
there you go. Thank you. Thank you.
There's
You
dudes
know what I
that
mean?
will
We
let,
we
but
we we,
there's
we
dudes
straight
that will let
lines.
the
It's either
topic
you a
escalate
straight man or you
and
a
then
homo.
the gay. You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
not oh my.
Even if you messing with women and you mess and you done get smashed and stuff before TMI pause etc etc, you still a gay dude that mess with women because like masculine energy is not as fluid as feminine energy to where we could just be jumping in and out the pond. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
So what about
Exactly.
transgender? What about transgender? So when you like make that put that into it,
Those are gay
is that
men too.
Right.
so
Yeah,
that's
Simple as
where,
that.
that's
We
where it gets murky at is
oh
that you will see a
no,
lot
it
of
doesn't get
entertainers.
murky for us men. For us it's
No,
very
not no no
simple. You
no no
straight or
for
you a
you men.
homo.
I'm talking. We were talking about people that of
Wait,
status.
I am man. Why you say we're Africans? I don't think we're not. Nobody up here is no direct African. I
I'm
don't
talking
know
about
what's
people
going
of
on.
status. I'm saying
There's
once
nobody
a
that's up
certain
here that's a
status,
direct African. Nobody.
once people get to a certain status, like a lot of things get off the board. I'm telling you, like okay.
That's not how life works. It doesn't matter if you got $1 trillion or $2. The way we qualify things, either you a straight man or you a rainbow. There is no in between for us.
Right. There's no in
Simple as
Okay,
between.
for
that.
you.
No, no, no,
For
no, no, no,
for
no, no.
every
Period.
man.
Period. Period. There's no in between.
Let me
Like people might
let me
hold on,
explain how easy
DJ,
this
hold on,
could happen.
Genesis. Hold on real quick. People might classify themselves as whatever they want to. There's people that call themselves a cat or call themselves a purple dinosaur. There's people that say that they're a superhero. There's people that say they're alien from planet Plutar. So yo, people can say whatever they want, but what we're telling you is as a man, you can't enter in another man or another man can't enter you and that you just be half anything. No, if a man enters you or you enter a man, you are full-on gay. Point blank, period.
Yeah, and your
That's
tax
just it.
bracket don't determine that either. Like it doesn't
Right.
matter. Okay, so your tax bracket determine. Come on, man, bro. Like,
No,
come on.
there's no in between. You can't, there's no in between with that. If you put yourself in a man or a man put himself in you as a man, you are gay. Period. There ain't no buy nothing.
Sometimes I be like, yo, the shit that grows in your brain is crazy, bro.
But that's what we mean, Genesis too. Not trying to be funny with you, but that's what we mean. Most men, we are straight. Like my man trying to say, we are straight up and down. We are real solid with the stuff. Y'all got all these excuses and cosigns and if this then that, and we're okay with this, but we're not okay with that, and we're good with this, and we ain't with none of that shit.
Hold on. You guys are talking about you. We were talking about people. We were talking about like basketball players and stuff like that.
No, but
You
no,
guys are
I
not
know, but
basketball
listen,
players.
I know,
You
but
guys are not at the
hold on.
celebrity parties. Y'all
Hold
not
on,
doing none of that.
Genesis, hold on. But what we're saying is the classification doesn't change. No matter what they're calling themselves, the classification don't change, meaning that they're still men. So if a man, no matter how much money he has, no matter how much celebrity he has, a man is not a woman. A man is a man. So if a man is entering another man, then that is gay. If a man is letting a man enter him, that is gay. Period. Ain't no buy, ain't no half, ain't no measures with that.
Okay,
It just is what it is.
I'll agree with that. Okay,
Right. That's
She's
all we're
trying to
saying.
imply.
Is
She's
that
trying
when
to
we're
imply that
talking,
if you are a celebrity, it changes. Like
no,
the celebrity determine
that's
why
not what I'm
it is.
saying. What I'm saying is that
Money could buy anything. Money buy
Right.
you straight again.
Buy you straight. It gives some straight
that's not
credits.
what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
It
saying
gives you some benefit of the
what I'm saying
doubt.
is that with access, okay, listen. If I have access to most things, right, that I could like just snap my fingers and get, and I get bored of that access or whatever, then that breeds like curiosity, and I'm gonna say
That doesn't mean
No,
anything. Oh my
no.
God.
Listen,
how many? Okay, are you?
no.
That's not. Listen, I'm trying to. Okay,
If
so
you
why is
if
it?
you if it's not in you, then it's like saying, oh well, if you're in jail and there's only men around, then you're automatically gonna. No, the truth is, there's dudes that have been locked up for 100 years and never been with a man, but
Yeah,
there's
100.
dudes that have been locked up for daggone 20 minutes and been with like 5 minutes. If it's in you, it's in you. Like that's the point. If it's in you, it's in you. If you on that type of time, you're gonna be on that type of time, whether you did it before or not. Like
For real.
and you just gonna be on that type of time because you want to. Like, let's just keep it real. It ain't no amount of nothing that's gonna make me look at a dude and say, you know what? I wonder what it's like. Like, no, I don't. I don't care.
So even if you get access to like drugs like 2C. So
I don't
here's
know,
the
but
thing,
no,
here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
taking the
What
drug.
Quality,
I'm
man.
saying, what I'm trying to tell you is that, listen, you think that people are at these parties sober
Thank you,
and
Tim,
in their
yes.
right mind? And
What
that
did
they're
I
not
do? Oh my God.
impressionable. And see, listen,
Darling.
there was a whole
Right.
thing
I
where
give you that.
Terry,
Oh my
Wait.
God.
hold on,
Genesis,
there was
hold
a
on.
whole thing where Terry Crews talked about how the fact that he was at a party and it was all kind of drugs just like floating around and someone grabbed his nuts or whatever. So
But that's what I'm saying. But the fact that you let a man grab your nuts is sus in and of itself. But that's a whole nother story. Yo, if you want your job, there's no job that is good enough. I don't give a damn if the president grabbed my nuts. He's getting duffed out right then, and I got to deal with whatever
do you think
consequences
Terry
come with that.
Crews, when that happened, should have just attacked that guy?
You should have done
Yeah.
something as a man. The last forefront you get is your manhood. Like,
That's
come
you.
on. If
Right.
you lose
Talking
your
about
manhood, you lose
emasculated.
everything.
Terry Crews is suspect though.
No,
Yes.
I
They
would
said
say
that he
suspect,
wasn't
but
there.
I would
That's
say
what
he's
I'm
less of a
saying.
man.
No,
because
I
you
would say
can't-
he's suspect, bro. He's suspect, bro. There's no way, bro. Fam, there's no way that you allow a man to violate. That's a violation. He touched you. Like, first of all, if a woman was to do it, I'd be pissed and I'd let her know something. But if a man tried to do that, you gotta be very hurt or you might have to die. I'm gonna be honest with you. You might have to die that day because you touched
Right,
me
but you're
in my private
and
part,
this
yo.
guy that did this might have been a high up director that
I
could
don't give a damn.
make a
So what that means? Guess what that means is, and this is what we be talking about with women. See, with men, it's a
not
straight line.
about women,
No,
because
listen,
Terry
Genesis,
Crews is a
hold on,
man
because you
and he
miss it.
talked about
No,
it.
this is your healing right here. Listen, what we're saying. It don't matter if Jesus did it. He gonna get this work. Jesus gonna get this work if he touch me like that. Because it don't matter. You don't got enough money. You don't got enough status. You don't got
Right.
enough clout. You don't got enough nothing to violate me as a man. My
But
manhood
you're
mean
missing
more
the
to me than
point.
all of that, huh?
You're
My
missing
manhood mean more to me than
you're
all
missing
of
the
that.
point I'm trying to make, right?
No, I got you. But what I'm saying to you is
what's the point I'm
what
trying to
that's
make, Izzy?
hold on, but this is what I'm saying. You have the luxury of that point as a woman. As a man, you don't have that luxury if you really a man. There ain't no question about what's about to happen. You touch me, yo, fam, you gotta go away from here.
Okay, you're saying that we're from wherever you're staying at. He's in LA and his whole career. If he say something about what's going on, he finally said something years later after this when the
Like a
Me Too
pussy.
movement
Like a
started
straight
off. You know what I'm
pussy.
saying? So my thing is that, like, as much as we want to say that, you know, it's like this and like that, and you gonna do no, there is. I don't know. I don't know what news y'all been watching, but y'all have not been watching the news I've been watching and seeing how people are getting violated, getting drugged up, doped up, slip Mickeys,
So
getting violated, men getting violated. You
This-
saw the whole thing. Hold on, you saw the whole thing with Tyler Perry. So that guy, so there's a guy.
you know that
right?
man. You know that man is lying on hand,
No,
right?
hold on, no,
Yeah,
I
hold
he's
hope you know
lying.
that.
Yeah, that nigga lying. Yeah, that white nigga lying.
You see, like, you just be talking.
That's
and
the
talking
gullible
with
shit
no
that we
base,
talking about.
bro.
No, which one?
Jesus
Listen,
Christ.
the white dude that's trying to get the 200 some million
There's
from
two black guys.
okay, but listen, this is the point, right?
Which
Even
one's
Christian
lying?
Keys.
Which
But
one's
listen,
lying?
no,
the white
but the
guy,
point.
the black guy, or the other
Hold
black
on, but the point is this, right? If you as a man allowed that, and that's the point blank period. Now, if you got drugged, that's a different thing. And if you got drugged and whatever, then I'm telling you, if I got drugged and I woke up with my butt bleeding or something like that, then ain't no kind of conversation that can happen. Like you gotta die, huh? You gotta die. I'm sorry, you gave me drugs and you took my butt. It's over.
Y'all not in the same industry.
It don't matter, yo. That's what I'm saying. This is what we're trying to say, Genesis. It don't matter. Like an industry, I gotta look at myself in the mirror. F an industry, F or whatever. There's no amount of money that that you could pay me to allow a man to touch me like that, to allow a man to violate like I don't give a damn. That's what I mean by I could be borrowed, but I can't be bought. Like, yo, there's no amount of money, no amount of clout, no amount of fame, no amount of nothing that you can give me to disrespect me and violate me as a man. You gonna put your hands on me, on my private parts? Nigga, you got to go. You got to die.
The crazy part is though that she say like there's a lot of drugs in there, which means that the drugs make you gay.
No, but it do make but it do make you more it do make you not able to fight off sometimes you don't even know where you're at. You're not vulnerable. So it makes you vulnerable. No, some drugs, come on, man. Some drugs make you vulnerable, bro. We gotta admit that.
Makes you vulnerable. Methamphetamine can make you vulnerable.
Molly definitely. Molly,
and that is the main thing.
So it might take away. Listen, so it might take away your inhibitions of Blanco. So I could give her that. But
bro,
what I'm saying,
I know people. Listen, bro, there is no explanation on planet Earth that you can tell me that a straight man, Papa Molly, and now he giving blowjobs, bro. Come on.
No.
We took that way too far.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
But if you are a straight man and you let's say you at a business function and there's a bunch of questionable guys over there of the zesty nature, I would suggest you stay sober. I would stay sober. You know what I'm saying?
Stay vigilant. Hey, yo, but like, yo, hold on. You know, wait, this is the thing, Blanco. Remember that we don't have to go far. Yo, the dude, Day 26, Q. Hold on, Blanco. The dude Q from Day 26 said he went to a party with his girl Dawn, right? Dawn and him, 1811, waving the backside no shoes. So Dawn and him went to the party. They go to the party. Y'all support the show so we can keep the show going. Shout out to my peoples who paid for a DJ Genesis F-bomb fund. Yo, 18th, that's you?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's me. Izzy.
I no doubt. No F-bombs. Yo, so look, Day 26, the dude Q, he goes to a party, to a Diddy party with Dawn, right? So Dawn's his girl. Dawn give him a pill. He don't know what the pill is. It's gonna make him feel nice. He wake up in the bed soaking wet with his drawers, with his boxes on, chest naked, and cameras around him. And like, hold on real quick. Lights, camera, action, right? So yo, in that, I mean, go ahead. What's you say, Blanco?
The crazy part is that nigga is lying. Homegirl was like, yo, this man is a bipolar, mentally slow guy, bro. And the crazy part is she said he's lying. Listen, hold on. Listen, that can be argue, right? She's saying he's lying at the same time that she's accusing Diddy of doing stuff to her. So you cannot take these people serious at all.
No. But listen, if you watch Day 26, like I used to be into that shit, right? So I used to watch this. I like them niggas, right? So I followed them niggas. I know I'm familiar with them and their stories, right? So that nigga's not lying. Something happened to that nigga because you could tell in the filming of that shit, like, so him and Dawn was tight, and you could see that Diddy, even through the filming of that shit, Diddy did not like the fact that he was with Dawn. I knew that shit, and in the back of my mind, I was like, yo, this shit ain't gonna end good. Right. So I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what happened, but something happened to that brother. Something did happen to that brother.
Yeah, but I don't believe that nigga. The simple fact that they did that interview with Black and he started crying, all five of them started crying. We're like, yo, come on, man. Like five niggas crying at the same time now. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, niggas.
I don't believe them niggas at all.
Niggas got violated. Niggas got violated. You cried because you like, yo, I hope it didn't happen to me. Like, yo,
I woke up a few times naked by themselves. They probably was like, shit, I remember when that happened to me.
There was one time at band camp, and I don't remember what happened type shit.
In the mankind, in mankind history, I never seen five Negroes crying at the same time, my nigga.
And they cry.
I'm gonna ask you this because I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I have done the drugs that people are saying that these people have done. Right Now, ecstasy alone, the next day, you don't quite remember everything that happened. Okay.
Wait
Now,
a minute.
You
What
combine
oh my
ecstasy with ketamine
I don't know, buddy.
and cocaine. You really ain't gonna remember. What the
Damn,
fuck happened.
whoa! You was taking all the joints. You said
Yeah,
ecstasy.
No, that's what they said that P Diddy was taking, called Tusi.
Yeah.
It was a pink thing called Tusi, where it had
It's,
a
it's
combination
cocaine
of
with Molly.
Molly and ketamine. Ketamine is it's a drug that they use. It's a tranquilizer they use on
It's
animals.
for horses.
And what
Yeah.
they do is what it does is, like, say if I cut your arm off, you take the ketamine, you won't realize your arm's cut off. Like, this is what
Damn.
this drug. You go into a K-hole, and they
Good
gave it to
gracious.
me when I was actually having my child, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I know from a street level of ketamine. I've done it one time, and I know from like being at the hospital. And honey, you will not remember what the fuck happened. So
Okay.
I'm
No
trying to
F-bombs,
tell
no
you,
F-bombs,
you
no
smoke
F-bombs.
crack. No, I'm sorry.
No F-bomb. You spoke
I
crack.
said
no,
buck. I
F-
didn't say. I didn't say. I didn't.
Nah.
Say
No
I said what
F-bombs.
the
Good.
buck happened. I said buck.
Okay.
What the buck
I ain't-
happened, right?
I
So
ain't hear
That's
that.
some
bottom line
treacherous
is
mofo,
that-
bro. That's some
Is it-
treacherous
you-
bro, man.
And
You
I-
seen
and I
that
don't care
WNBA
if-
story
if-
yet?
if
Nah,
I
I
don't
didn't.
care if I like express this, because I've been getting like a lot of flack. You oversharing, but because everybody been getting on you overshare on these panels. I don't care, because I want people to understand is that when you start like dibbling and dabbling in drugs and stuff, first thing that even when people smoke weed, they don't remember everything that happened. Now you start
Whoa.
getting into harder-
Wait. I ain't never seen nobody suck no dick for weed. Wait.
right, but
that's
you
my
don't
stuff,
know what you
like-
happened the night
Hold
before.
up.
Sometimes
Huh?
if you drink too much, you don't remember what happened the night before. Sometimes
Nah, but that's true. But that ain't like, I mean, that's true, right? But-
combine weed and alcohol and drugs and all that stuff, you're not gonna remember what happened the night
That-
before.
No,
You're
I
not
ain't
gonna
never
remember
seen
it.
Taking it
So
away,
bottom line is
taking
that
it
when you
away from somebody forcing themselves from you. Obviously, that's a no, right?
It's not forcing
Again,
yourself, because
no
when you're open like that,
drugs.
one,
No
When you're
drugs
open
going to
on
make a straight
ecstasy-
man gay. No drugs on planet Earth.
have
No.
you
Right,
ever
right,
done? Have you
right.
ever done Molly, Poppy? Have you ever done Molly?
Wait.
I never did.
Hold
I never did hard
on.
drugs.
Hold on, Blanco. Genesis. So
Oh, you've
you
never
say,
done it, so how
wait.
can you
Hold
know
on.
what's gonna happen?
Hold on, Genesis. Hold on, really quick, because I might not be hearing you correctly. Are you saying that there are some drugs that will turn a straight man not so straight? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that it'll cut down your inhibitions.
I
Because
don't know
Molly is
this.
listen, Molly is a feel good drug, right? So everything feels good. The wind feels good. The air feels everything. Somebody tap the shoulder. You're like, oh, everything feel good, because it increases serotonin in your brain.
Wait,
to a
but
level.
don't wait.
This is some BD stuff,
increases
man.
Right, because wait, because I can imagine, if a nigga, wait, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, you trying to touch me, bro? Like, nah,
Wait
I don't
a
feel
minute. Did you just use the F bar? Wait a minute.
I
You
did.
got
I
to
got to
hit
pay
your own
myself. I
cash.
got to pay
Pay your own
myself.
damn
I
self,
got to
you
pay
damn
myself, man.
What I'm trying to say is,
because I'm telling
Well,
you,
you gotta
'cause-
have
no,
some sort of
this
questionable
doctor- this
thing.
yeah,
doctor
all
has
that
done
Molly
Molly
will run off, bro. Once a nigga start rubbing them, my
But all I'm
mom be like,
saying,
wait,
you gotta have
hold up.
certain type of thoughts before the Molly just
Yeah, come
bring
on,
down your
man.
composure you was trying to hold. But I
Yeah,
don't think
come
that
on,
just a
man.
full fledged
I don't
straight
see
dude.
it happening, bro. I don't see it
listen.
happening.
So you
Now that
saying,
you
so
know
if
it's a nigga.
if a TG get to like
A who?
give you top a TG
Like a
give you
transformer?
top,
No,
right, and you don't even know it's a TG.
Well, that's different though. That's different.
That's
if
different.
you might get tricked. That's what I'm saying.
So-
but I'm
so-
talking
so
about
how
you know
many-
it's a
how many
dude.
times do you know that at these parties, because these parties have them at them? So you
But
throw
okay,
a
but that's
Hollywood party.
that's
No,
a,
listen,
that's not
listen.
fair.
You
though.
know what, though, DJ Genesis? You know why that is not fair, DJ?
That's not fair.
If a man, let's say a man got, and God forbid, right? I don't wish this on no man, not even my enemy. But if a man got grape, that don't mean that man is what you might call it, is on the
such,
rainbow
right.
side.
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's like the same thing. Because if a
Right,
man,
if you
if you're
got
saying
tricked.
somebody got drugged and then they got tricked, only thing I would understand is if somebody already had them sort of tendency and the drug made them be a little bit more
Yeah,
themselves.
a little bit more, right?
There
I can
is
see.
That's what I said earlier. Take it away from the taking graping somebody. Obviously, we know the answer to that. We don't even have to discuss that. There is no drugs made on mankind history that make a straight man gay. There is
Right,
no
and they
such
can
a
make it
thing,
like
yo.
it.
So,
No, it can't make them like
like,
that's evil.
like sometimes I start thinking, how the hell do you even get this far in life thinking stuff like this, yo?
No, but I think, but bro,
You know
hold
what?
on
I
real quick,
asked you.
Genesis. Hold on real quick, Genesis. That is what we trying to point out. Women have the luxury of having all these off the wall thoughts that don't even make no damn sense logically, but that's how they operate on a day-to-day basis. That's why they be getting got, because ain't no way in hell. Because listen, if you could blame you turn gay on the drug, then you could justify you taking the drug to turn gay. You see what I'm saying? Niggas,
Hold on.
we
Can I
don't have
say
that
something?
luxury. Yeah, you got it. And then 18
Right.
letters.
So a drug can't make a straight person do anything sexually that they wouldn't want to do. But can we agree that drugs make people do some things that they would not normally do? Period.
Okay.
For
Yo, y'all
instance,
know dope.
like
Y'all know dope.
say if I'm like addicted to a drug, will I steal?
Yo, y'all know Dope King.
No.
I don't know that.
Y'all know
Who's Dope King?
DJ
I
Wicks.
don't
He
know.
was in your chat, I think.
Dope King.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, I don't know who that is, bro. I would be afraid to let that person up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
People been targeting my
Yeah.
shit with a lot of
May-
fake
I'm
accounts.
just my main point is drugs will make people. Yeah, drugs are bad. Okay. Bottom line is drugs will make anyone do anything that they're not normally supposed to do. So you can't be like,
that's
oh, well,
fine.
there's no drug that will make
That's
you do this.
fine.
Well, there's drugs that will make
No,
you steal. No, come on now, Poppy. Come on now.
your
Let her
original
finish. Let her
plan
finish real
is
quick, Blanco. Let her finish real
Jesus
quick.
go ahead, son.
Because 18 letters supposed to be next anyway. Let her finish and then 18 letters. Then you got it after that. Go ahead.
Hey, you might never have been a thief before, but drugs will make you steal. If you might never rob before, drugs will make you rob. Why is sex off the
That
board?
got nothing to do with your sexuality.
It
Like
has
absolutely nothing.
100% to do with it because you're not thinking in your right
Oh my
mind and
God.
right capacity, and you're doing something you normally would not do, whether it's rob somebody, steal from some. So you're saying robbing and stealing is not
The drugs. Wait.
as
The
bad
drugs.
as
Hold on.
as-
The drugs you don't make you rob and steal. People will rob and steal to get the drugs. There's a difference. The drugs
right,
don't make
and
you rob
people
and steal
will
though.
do
And
some
robbing
robbing.
and stealing is something you consciously do. Like if a
Right.
Right. So
woman
if you're
walk
addicted
past
to a
me,
drug,
I'm
would
not
you not
consciously
also some
I'm
like
not
rob-
consciously getting hard. I'm just seeing the, you know what I'm saying, the woman, and I'm just, it's just a
You're not
natural
listening.
reaction.
You're
Natural
not
reaction,
hearing me
right?
out. If you were addicted to it, listen, Cassie, that whole situation with P Diddy was really Cassie and all those people was on drugs, right? So they were doing all that stuff just to get the drug. So all that freak off stuff was just to get high. They were trying to
Nah.
100%.
Wait, she didn't even say that. She said
Yo,
she did it for the love of Diddy. She didn't say she did it for the love
Yes,
of
because
crack.
listen, they say that that's what it was, but the whole thing was drug fueled.
But she
If
didn't
that
never.
was the
But
case, they
even
wouldn't
on
need to
the
get high to get to do it. Why would you
wait,
need to
but
get high to do
hold
all
on.
that?
But even on the back end, she never. Diddy was trying to claim
It
he
don't
did all
matter.
that shit out of the
It's-
drugs, but she
Right,
never
because they're
did.
not going to admit that they're drug addicts. The bottom line is
Diddy
that once
did.
they got clean, now once they got clean, now they're looking back on everything that they did and say, "Oh crap!" And now I got to sue and this, that, the other. But when they was thrown into their addiction, they was calling him like, "I want to do a freak off" because they would get high. All the whole thing is really based on drugs, bro. And the thing is that people are not realizing that all this stuff is really founded in drugs. The gay scene, even the gay people, the main drug in the gay community is
they were gay
methamphetamine.
already.
Well, hold
They
on.
were
Yeah,
gay
they had to
already.
be. Yes.
No, listen.
Hold on. Well, time
Wait.
out. I gotta let
Wait.
18 let it get
All
in. Hold on, real
drugs,
quick, y'all.
with all
Time out,
those
time out.
drugs and stuff are like enhance the sexual pleasure of the whole situation. That's
Okay.
why you see
Wait a
that
minute. The main drug in the gay community is meth.
X.
That is crazy.
I
it's
thought that, but
methamphetamine. It's meth.
I never.
Yes,
That's,
okay.
I never
Yo,
heard of that.
18th
meth
letter.
and
What's up?
this thing called
No, wait, no, but don't tell us how to do the drugs. Hold on. Yo, 18th letter. What's good, bro? How you doing, fam?
Hey, what's going on, Izzy? How you doing? Shout
What's
out
good?
to my boy, Blanco. Shout out to Witch Doctor. Shout out to Genesis.
What up,
I've
Rocky?
been
Yo.
I've been listening for a little bit, and both you and Poppy are right. First off, Genesis, this is a very small minority of people that are into all of this weird, freaky shit. Most men are straight. We don't think that far into that. We don't have these uh, freak off fantasies and all of this extra shit. Oh, I'm sorry. My
Nah,
bad,
you
my
can
bad.
nah, y'all good.
Yeah.
This is just the F bomb. Y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all can
Yeah.
speak. There's no trigger words, but y'all good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we don't think like that. And with what Izzy was saying earlier, if a man broke you in any type of way, that man better be prepared to die. He better be. If a man touch you in any type of way, you gonna have to practically, if you don't delete him, you're gonna have to beat him within an inch of his life.
Yeah, he got
Because you straight men don't play like that. And then another thing, when you was talking about the Ray J situation, like, do y'all realize, Genesis, that since people know y'all be having these bizarre stories and y'all believe a lot of this stuff, some people would just say certain things because they know y'all gonna believe it.
Yep.
And they'll just, like, people come on here and they lie and they make up stuff because they know it's people that's gullible enough to believe it. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yo, Impico said, if a dude touches me like that, I must delete him F out of here. What I
Right,
miss your
right.
else Deucey, he gotta go. TMKC said, okay, let's agree. Bi is still gay. Yes, it is. Lord Jefferson said, hey, yo, Ish, she got you said wild issues. I'm just saying. Yo, Uncle Streamer hilarious said, yo, Izzy Bears, you trying to explain accountability to a woman. They think it's not a choice to F the boss when they job online.
Absolutely.
Bi is
Like
gay, yes.
what
People,
you said earlier
hold on real
is
quick. People have tolerance first. What do doesn't have the same effect on others? More of the story: don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Explain that, Ish, please. Go ahead, 18 blood. You got it. What you saying?
no, I was just gonna say, like what you were saying earlier. I don't care who you are, bro. I don't care what position that you hold as an executive. I don't care about none of that. If you touch me, if you try to violate me in any type of way, I'm going to delete you, bro. I'm going to delete you. If I don't, I'm going to beat you nearly to death. It's just that simple. It's going
And
to
I
take.
think it's justified. I think it's
Yeah,
justified
you're gonna have
because
to call the
you
police
can't
to
violate
get
my
me off.
privacy.
Right. You're gonna have to call the police to get me off. Period.
You know
It's
what?
like,
It's just within our nature as men to try to defend our scrotum. I didn't cuss. Is
Nah, no,
almost
you did. You did. That's I
yeah.
know you did.
We
Go ahead.
gotta protect our nutsack, bro. We can't. We gotta protect our manhood, and this is why men don't be as You see how women be like kitty paws with the rainbow community. This is why men seem so phobic. It's not that we phobic, it's that we just very protective of our manhood. You know what I'm saying? Like men would die like this.
Yeah.
There's dudes in jail that got the manhood token and they hang themselves, bro.
Yeah, people will die and delete about their manhood. Facts. If you were really on that, if you really a man, you would die and delete about that. And I wouldn't give a damn what judge, what 12 jurors, what nobody had to say about that. Yo, fam, you tried to grab my what? Yo, bro, you got to go. Cause yo, imagine, yo, what does that say? I couldn't even look, yo, fam. I couldn't even, yo, bro. I couldn't imagine that shit. I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. How could I even look at my kids anymore? I let a man touch me, bro. How could I feel?
How could you smash your woman comfortably? You know what I'm saying? How could you go
Listen, are you
man is
reading
alive?
this?
hey, Izzy, I just
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to like, because I know you remember the movie Juice, right?
Yeah.
You remember that part? It was something that Tupac had did an interview on it, and there was a part in there that a lot of people missed because they took that part of the movie out. But you remember in the beginning when everybody was throwing their gear on and everything and getting ready for school. Remember when he walked into the room and his father was sitting in there with that blank stare, and he put some money in his father's pocket? Well, it turned out that his father was raped in prison.
Damn.
He had got his manhood taken. That's why he felt like he had to prove himself on the street all the time. Because remember when he got into it with Rodimus and he was like, hey yo, F this Maricon. He like, yo, Maricon, yo, if you looking for that, bro, you ain't gotta look past your pops.
Yeah,
I
I
heard
remember.
he like being somebody's, you know what
Yeah.
in the prison system. And that's when he tried to, swing on him and all of that. So no, men don't play like that, man.
Okay, I get it, right? So I explained to you that a lot of this behavior is tied to drug use, right? So what does it say? Here's why ecstasy use might be associated with various sexual experiences. Lowered inhibitions. MDMA is known to decrease a person's inhibitions, which could lead to actions that might not typically engage in while sober, such as making out with someone of the same sex, regardless of their usual orientation, right? So then, if you look here, it talks about this is the national NIH, National Institute of Health, where it talks about how club drugs like ecstasy, ketamine, etc., there's a whole description of study perceived sexual effects of the club drug used in gay and bisexual men. So this is not something I'm making up. I'm trying
hear
to tell
you,
you.
Again,
But
you're
this is what I'm
missing
saying.
the
We
point.
hear you,
You're
right?
missing the point.
Exactly.
You're missing the point.
No, you're
That's
missing the
there
point.
is no
You're missing the
drugs.
point.
There is
That-
no.
You're
It
telling me
clearly
there's no drug,
says
and it's
it.
saying
It
right
clearly
here
says it.
that this drug
One mic,
It
is
hold
clearly
on,
says it.
Genesis, let Blanco finish
saying
real
there's
quick.
no drug, but there is a
Genesis,
drug.
hold on, let Blanco
It-
finish real fast. Go ahead.
It clearly said on your dumb article that you pulled up. It says gay and bi men. There
Right.
is no drugs make the history of mankind to make a straight man gay.
Right.
It literally says it right there. Gay
No, I
and
didn't
bi.
say
We don't
straight
believe in
man
bi,
gay.
so they're
I'm
both
saying
gay.
that it will lower your inhibitions and make you do some shit. that
Jesus
you probably
Christ. You just don't want to give it
That,
up.
but
don't
that
you?
if you do something with a man, you're gay. Like if you voluntarily do something with a man, you're gay. That's it. That's what we're trying to get you
But
to
have you,
understand.
like,
sis.
okay, how many people raise your hand? You can't do it, but how many people on this
Jesus
thing have
Christ.
ever done ecstasy at all? And
I
Blanco already said he
I
have
done
not.
beans before. I had beans before when
Okay,
I first
Izzy,
moved
have
up.
you?
No, I've never have.
Uh-oh.
Yo,
Right.
Robert
So
said
you
make sure you
don't
on some
even
production.
coochie.
know. So you don't even know what the effects of it are. You
Nah,
don't
but
even know-
guess what? Guess what the crazy thing is?
no, it's
I
not
would, but no, but
just
hold
that.
on. The crazy thing is,
Hold
I
on.
would
The
not
doctor
do
said
anything. Hold on, real
gay.
quick. Hold on, real quick, Blanco. I would not do anything that's going to make me act outside of myself. So, yo, I stay away from stuff that's going to alter me in any type of way, shape, form, or fashion. That's just me personally. So I'm not going to get drunk. I'm not going to get high. I'm just not. That's just me. And whoever does, I'm not speaking on what you got going on. It's fine. Me,
So-
myself, I'm not trying anything
Beans
that
never-
will keep
and-
me out of control of my own
And no
self.
beans never made me attracted to it.
Well, I'm gonna say
Are you
this.
sure?
Thank you, doctor.
The environment you're in.
Thank you.
Ecstasy never made me attracted to a
It made
nigga.
you- it made you get your prints on, son.
attracted to. I'm
Hell
gonna say this, like beans. He calls them beans. I'm just saying. So this whole conversation was really based on me saying that a lot of these people that are in this higher up echelon that are going to these parties are using these drugs. They're not just like going straight up sober. They're taking drugs and they're getting high. And then
They
their
were gay
inhibitions are lowered.
before. And they just happen to do drugs. The drugs don't make you change your sexuality. Doesn't. What part you don't understand for a straight man? It's not that hard of the concept to grasp, yo.
So what is it saying right here? Lowered inhibitions. So
Wait, but you know how gangster you got to be to take dick as a man?
no, it says kiss another man or rub up on pussy.
Yo,
Oh my
man,
God.
wait, hold on.
That's a
You know how,
transgender,
you
and-
know
and-
how,
and-
yo,
and this
Phil, how
person
do
gets
you,
to
yo, how
doing
do you even
whatever,
work your
and then
mind
you
up
wake
to
up and
that?
that person's transgendered.
Yo,
So y'all, you
I don't
guys
even
are not-
understand.
you
Hold
guys
on
are-
real quick.
I
Hold on real quick. How do you even work your
protect this whole
Genesis,
like
hold on.
manhood that you feel that you have? When
Wait,
in reality,
Genesis? How do you even work? I don't even understand how, as a man, you can even work your mind up to even like, yo. I can't grasp it. I can't grasp it, yo. I can't figure it
you're not
out.
on drugs. You're not on drugs, sir.
Well, yo, your mic is messed up, Blanco. Blanco, hold on, Blanco, your mic is messed up. Blanco, your mic is messing up real bad.
All right.
This is a drug-based
Okay.
thing, and I keep saying that you're missing the point. People are not in their right minds making these decisions. They are on drugs. They're
I
getting
got
high.
you, but it don't
People
make
taking
you
multiple
anyway.
drugs at one point. Listen. A person on drugs can do any fucking thing. They can they will do.
Okay, you
anything.
can't keep saying the F-bomb
Depending
though.
on
You
how
gotta
high they
pay.
get,
It's $5 per F-bomb, man.
depend on how they get. You don't know what the heck they could do.
And
How do
they
I
did
sign out?
experiments on they did experiments on frogs that altered the gender from man to woman. I remember that, King Papa, using the chemical atrazine. Was being used in pesticides and herbicides and also dumped in the water system of ATL. Yeah, I remember that, bro. I remember that. I've seen that. Go ahead, guys. You sound good now, Blanco. You got it. Y'all support the show, man. In the meantime, between time, please and thank you.
If that was true, you know that the rainbow agenda would just straight up get all these kids that they want to turn into rainbows, those drugs. They're like a straight up and down. Might as well start from school. If that's what the gay agenda want to turn these kids gays, bro. They would do
That's
that.
what they're doing.
What
do you think is going on when you go to a club? When you go to listen.
What?
Y'all
Kids go to club? Oh my God.
What kind of club is this? Wait, what kind of kids are going to club? Yo, Jay said it's on site scope and infrared beam. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I'm a grown ass man, dog. No, what kids are going to the nightclub? I'm confused.
Come on now, in New York, the kids are going to nightclubs as early as 14 years old. Like, I don't know where y'all live at.
Fam, they go to
how they was going
arenas.
Man,
There is no
fake
alcohol in there.
You're in Florida. You're not in New York.
I'm from New York. How the hell you gonna tell me
New
about
York
my
too.
city?
I'm from New York too.
Yeah, and I lived in New York for damn near 5 years.
The only thing you can do as a 14-year-old is to go to the skate arena and go home. That's it. What clothes you talking about, man?
Not unless you look like Greg Odom in the face.
Or you could sneak in the basement parties, but a club, you're not going into a club.
Man, are you kidding me? Ray J was talking
Oh
about
my
how he
God,
was going to the
Jesus
club.
Christ.
Like,
Yo, Ray J.
Okay, I will please.
I just want you to know, Genesis, is a lot of basement parties that people think they went to the club, but it's really a basement party. It's got bars and everything down in the basements. A lot of people
I'm tell you what
turn
she's
the
talking
basement
about.
into
She's talking about like a 16, 17, like I had a fake ID growing up, right? At 16, 17, right? That's literally a very few amount of youngins doing that, bro. Like I talk about a handful of them, right? Bro, most kids do kid stuff. What kids she talking about go to clubs to even start drinking, to start taking drugs like that? That doesn't make sense. What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about?
I was just in New York. You don't know. You always just talking and talking. You don't have absolutely
I'm from New
nothing
Jersey.
to
You
go
were
on.
in New York. I'm from New Jersey, and I
Well,
know
New Jersey ain't New York.
Too.
New Jersey ain't New York.
Newark, New Jersey is right next to New York. Bro.
I know Newark. Newark is not right next to New York. Stop it. It's not right next to New York where the parties is at.
City, genius.
Exactly.
Manhattan is right there. Manhattan.
No,
right over
it
there.
ain't that close. I don't know what you talking about. It ain't that close.
For real.
Newark is not that close. Newark is probably about an hour and a half.
40,
right.
45. And I say like you take the tunnel.
Depending on what part.
Tunnel, it's 45 minutes. Yeah. You take the Pearson, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it depends on which way you go, but it's about an hour and a half.
So you're saying that kids don't go to nightclubs when they're young?
Oh my goddamn God!
Delusional. If
y'all don't know,
DJ Genesis, you're talking a lot about minorities. Is a very small few kids is even finding fake IDs. You know how much kids is outside the liquor store begging an adult to buy liquor? It's not everybody don't got a fake ID.
So listen, why are we pretending like we're all in our 20s?
What you mean?
I'm not sure.
20s is kids. When you say kids, what age you talking
about? You and Poppy are in 14. Me and Pill are in our 30s. And let me tell you something. I don't know where.
We asked you. You said 14.
Generation.
Wait, sis. We just asked you. You said 14, so you can't switch it up on us now. Like, what you talking about?
I know people that was going to clubs and when they were 14 years old.
Okay, in New York.
New York, DC, all over the country, bro. What are you saying?
Darling, you are talking about skate arenas or little
Not
dancing,
no
little
skate
parties. There is
arenas,
no
like straight
alcohol
up
in there,
clubs.
bro.
What are you talking about?
That's not.
No.
Oh my God.
Getting
Yo, let her
high.
have it. She
I-
know.
I-
Okay,
You
hold on,
guys-
Blanco.
listen, you
Blanco,
guys
hold
are-
on.
What
Go ahead,
country are
Genesis.
y'all from? You ain't from America.
Why you keep saying what country? I'm from Brooklyn, New York City, Brownsville, 11233.
Okay.
I
I'm
was
from
raised
America.
on
Brooklyn.
Brownsville.
I'm from
was
Brooklyn.
I
Huh?
need to make a phone call because I know god dang on well that
I'm
people
from
would
Brooklyn. What you mean?
okay, so all right, Body and Soul, all those different clubs. There was not no young people up in there going up in there dancing and hanging out at the house club.
I
You
don't know
literally
about.
say
You don't
it
even know
has
what Body
clubs
and
for
Soul
14
is.
years
So,
old,
you know,
man.
from Brooklyn, you don't even know what Body and Soul is. Come on now.
I know. I didn't say that. I said I didn't know. I ain't see no young kids going to no club in Brooklyn. I did not. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like
She said 14, bro.
exactly. I know what she's talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
I didn't say you don't. I said I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure you do. I'm not gonna argue with you about your experience.
I'm 48, so maybe it was my generation.
I'm the same age as you.
So you're 48 too. So
Yes.
so you never heard about the kids,
49.
the club kids. They were called club kids.
Yeah, the club kids was because they were sus. Because they were sus.
No, they were not just because they were sus. They were going to the clubs very young. They had started going to the rave clubs.
Okay,
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. And they let them in at
where all
14.
the ecstasy. Listen to me.
Wait, and they let them in at 14 years old.
Honey, 13, 14, 15, whatever.
Okay.
If you
Well,
had
I
the
mean, I
money,
can't
then-
argue with you about. I can't argue with you on that. I don't know about
it
that.
was people called club kids, okay? And it was going on in New York. They were renting out trains and stuff, throwing parties on trains. And it was a guy named I forget what his name was, and he ended up killing somebody because he was on heroin or whatever. There was a whole thing going on with the whole club kid scene before ecstasy came into the hip hop scene. There was the club kid and rave scene and the Larry Levan, all that stuff scene going on. And within that
Oh
scene,
my God.
it was a lot of young kids coming to the club, getting high, getting effed up on ecstasy and everything like that, because they couldn't drink. So what they would do is take the ecstasy and get high on the E pills and whatever. They couldn't go to the bar and get alcohol. Because guess what? When I was in the military,
14, it's
and I
gonna
couldn't
be
go to the
plenty
bar,
14 years old in
that's when
there
I got
popping
brought in.
pills
When I
with the
was
grown-ups.
18 in
Yeah, that
Washington,
makes sense.
DC, and
That makes
I
plenty
was
of
getting
sense.
high. That's when I got introduced to ecstasy. When I was 18 years old, couldn't even never had my first drink or whatever. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that there are these club kids that's young as freak going to these clubs, getting high, doing this, doing that, and they were doing that during the whole 90s. So right now, y'all don't hear about it, but that was the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the
And
90s,
you got-
I was,
but that was not the point I was trying to make. I was trying to
She
show.
just lying, bro. She just lying.
Well, hold on. Let her
I'm
finish,
not
Blanco. Let her
lying,
finish.
bro.
No, you good. Go ahead. You can finish, Genesis. Go ahead, Blanco. Let
Why
her.
would
Let
I
her
say all this to lie?
no, let you go ahead and land your plane. You got
Because
it.
you
Go
made
ahead.
stories
Blanco,
all day
let her
long, bro.
land,
You have
bro.
never
Let her
taken
land,
ecstasy
bro.
before in your life.
Let her land, bro.
I've taken
Go ahead.
it. I've taken ecstasy. I've taken acid. I've taken all type of
We
different drugs.
believe you.
And I know for a fact that ecstasy does decrease your inhibitions. Combine it with alcohol, you really don't know what the hell's going on, because there's a point where if you're drinking and then you take the ecstasy, that the whole room begins. You don't even know what the hell's going on. So I know because
Yeah, I
I've
know.
done it. So I'm trying to tell you is that
You know what? It
Blanco,
makes
let
sense
her
now.
finish. Let her land the plane,
No, Chief.
bro.
No,
go
I'm
ahead, go
not talking about that no more. But it makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world now. It click on me now. It click. She say like a drugs make you do and see all kind of crazy things. She saw grown-ups in the club till they were kids. That's exactly what happened, because according to her own words, you forget about everything. So now you remember seeing kids. Okay. All right.
What?
You got it, boss.
Blanco,
Man, Blanco.
KL Black said, I'm from New York,
You just
in
want
New
to.
Jersey. This woman is bugging right now.
Listen, at the end of the day, I don't understand why.
Another New Yorker right there is telling you that you're
You're
lying
not
in
even
some way, so how you want to make us believe that?
You are not even from here.
What
He
else to
lived
do
in
with
Brook. He
anything? I
lived
was
in
raised
Brownsville
in
But
for
Brooklyn.
I
What
years.
are you
don't
talking
care.
about,
Like,
man?
bro, you don't even you have not grown up to the point where you can see a 14-year-old at the
He
Are
was.
you
club.
serious?
Yes, he was. He was. How long was you like 13 when was you like 13 or 16 when you moved to Brooklyn?
I
Yeah,
was like,
16
no,
when he came
I was
here.
like
So
9.
therefore he
I
never
was
Oh, you was
9.
9. Oh, he was
9,
9.
yeah,
Oh,
Okay, so
9,
you're
10.
9. Okay, so you're 9 and you are
well,
an immigrant from
That got absolutely
Cuba or
nothing
wherever
to
you
do with
came
nothing when I was in
So
the
you
streets.
so
I
okay,
would have heard
so
about something.
you're going off of your experience from a Caribbean standpoint.
wait, but what does
Of,
That
that have
got
to? He's not even
nothing
no,
to
I'm
do
Caribbean.
trying to
with
What
tell
does
you,
that have to
anything.
do with anything?
or
You sound dumb as hell, man.
Wait,
wherever
hold
you're
on,
from,
Genesis.
wherever
What that got to
Caribbean,
do with
Puerto Rican.
anything?
No,
Puerto
because
Rican, Caribbean,
by the
Puerto
time he
Rican.
came into America, most people that was his age was
I
at
just
the
told you
club.
I was 9. Now what? Now what's the excuse? Go ahead, move the
Okay,
goalpost.
so you were
I was
9,
9. Now
right?
what?
So and so you
Yes, yes.
grew up in a Caribbean household. That's a way
Oh
different.
my God, you gotta be kidding me.
No,
So I get
I'm trying to
I was
explain
at
to
the
you is
house.
that
I was isolated, huh? When I was in Brownsville, I was isolated from Brooklyn, right?
He was in the
I wasn't going
streets.
outside nowhere.
He was in the streets, Chanel. He was in the streets. He was doing
he was in the streets and
thing.
everything. So he
It was
never
gang.
so he ain't never seen nobody go to the club at his age.
He said 14. He
Thanks.
did. He didn't. I
Thanks.
didn't either.
What
I
you
didn't
said-
either. And I was
I
in
don't
the
know
streets
where
low key too, and I didn't either.
I don't know where
I
y'all
just explained. I just
everybody
explained to
was going
you
to
that
clubs.
it's a
I don't know what
very,
y'all talking about.
it's a very few handful of guys. I was one of them that got fake IDs at 16 going 17, so I can go into the 21 over.
I mean,
That
they
was
were
like
going,
that was like a
way before
unicorn.
16 and
That
17,
was a unicorn.
Man, listen,
That was a unicorn, right?
in
You
Detroit,
say, hey, yo, hold on. You got to let me finish, bro. You talk, like I said earlier, you talking from a point of view. You be going to those sex club swinger parties. You used to get down those parties. Now you think everybody get down the same way you used to get down, bro. Come on, son. Come on.
you know, see, so you
Stop
see
it,
how
yo.
he's focusing on. So no matter what I say about the swinger parties,
Because
right?
you let us know that
No,
you was some junkie
Now,
people.
hold on, Blanco. Let him
You be
finish.
on the drugs.
Blanco, hold on. Let him finish now. Let him finish. Go ahead,
See,
go ahead.
this is how this is why I don't like talking to people that's like stuck on stupid, because how in the hell I'm talking about
insults,
the rave scene, and he's still stuck on the swinger club. I explained that later on in my life as a DJ, that those swinger clubs had people that were in office, mayors, all type of wild stuff. And no matter what I say, because he thinks that that's like a point of contention, he wants to bring that against me. Now, when I'm talking about people like that that are doing drugs and this, that, the other, and that it was affecting the youth and whatever, that there were people in those clubs like past. I can show you stories right now of people like passing away of ecstasy and stuff like that, where they actually was saying like, dude, don't do this, and there was a whole thing going on back then. Now y'all might not have seen it, but I saw it because I was a part of the scene. Now he's gonna say that didn't exist, and because you was DJing at swinger clubs, which has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. Now, because I have used this drug before, I know that it can cause the ability to lose your inhibitions, and when you combine it with other things, then other like things can happen. Now, y'all are more focused on like, oh, well, no, me as a man, I could never do it. But I'm saying you've never done it before, so you can't tell me what you would do on or off it unless you've done it. And that's all I'm saying, is that you're saying what you won't do, but you don't know what you would do. Like, just like a person that's on crack, if you never smoked crack, you'd probably say, well, I would never rob a person. But unless you take your first hit of crack, you never know what you would do. So I'm just saying that
nothing with your sexuality. Nothing to do with it.
But it's drugs. It's not. You're not in your right mind.
That got nothing with your sexuality. Like actual drugs.
But I'm saying, listen. It might not have nothing to do with your sexuality, but it has plenty to do with your train of thought, your thinking, and how you process your thoughts. If this thing takes away all your inhibitions, you could jump off a building because you think that you'll be safe. Do you understand that people like that were on acid will jump off a building? And you'll say, well, no, I would never jump off a building, but take some acid and then get to have the right dosage of it, and you might think you can fly. So you can't tell somebody what they would do and what you won't do unless you've done it. And then now you can like from a place
It's
of
literally like 3,
understanding.
4, 5 guys that jump off the building every year. Like literally, like that number is so rare. It's not even worth
Man,
talking about. But
you know
okay,
what? I'm done. You know what? I get it. You know,
yeah, cause you say a lot of dumb shit, yo.
No, look, that's acid. Listen, y'all are talking about Molly. So there's different levels of MDMA. There's Molly, and then there's ecstasy. Ecstasy is where you get those triple stacks and all types
None
of
of
shit.
that make you
When
gay.
you combine,
make
when
you
you
gay.
combine the ecstasy with alcohol,
Then it
will-
make you gay.
when those whole things come together, you are in like this weird spot until the ecstasy begins to dominate the situation. Because alcohol got you feeling one way, it's a downer, right? Ecstasy's an upper. There's an in
That's
between.
female stuff. That's not for straight men, bro. So you
That's
telling me
not
Tony
female
Montana, all that
stuff.
coke that he
Listen,
did, he was gay every now and then?
Happy just want to be.
Did you see?
Go ahead and
Did
talk.
you see when you watch Scarface? When you watch Scarface, all that coke that he sniffed, did that mean that man was gay on the low?
Honey, ecstasy is not the same thing as cocaine, sir.
I was being funny, man.
I'm fucking stupid, bro. I don't know what you're. I'm trying to educate people about these drugs and how they.
You got one more time to call me stupid. All right, I'll let you slide the first 2 times.
Being right about being straight or gay, that I'm trying to explain that there is a middle.
Everybody here saying the same thing, Genesis. Everybody here saying the same thing. There is no drugs that make a straight man gay. I know the only one.
Wait a minute.
I'm the one who's saying that. Everybody's saying it.
Yo, what's up, Keon? What's going on, man? Hey, welcome to the show. Hey, Keon, the only thing is we over here. Hold on, real quick, Genesis. Hold on, Genesis. You can't hear me. You can't hear me.
I'm sorry.
Give me 1 quick second, please. I was letting y'all go back and forth. I was letting y'all rock. Give me 1 second. Yo, Keon, over here, the only difference is we got a swear jar for F-bombs. F-bombs only. You could say shit, ass, bitch, but F-bombs, you know what I'm saying, is $5 per occurrence for the F-bomb, all right? Either to the Cash App or to the Super Chat. So please don't say no F-bombs. Someone covered Genesis F-bombs. You know what I'm saying, for her, but she don't got no more. She don't got no more F-bombs in her. So that's just what it is. But all right, y'all got it. I just wanted to let him know because this is the first time I think he's been over here. All right. So salute to you. All right. Yeah, and yo, Witch Doctor or Keon, did y'all want to get in this? Because y'all anything y'all wanted to add? Because they go back and forth.
Genesis
I definitely
and
did
Blanco,
want
they
to.
got it.
Go ahead.
Now you good.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. So we're discussing. There's a drug that makes people gay, or makes men gay.
Yeah.
We're saying hell no, that's not possible. But she's saying it lowers the inhibitions, which, and I guess she's trying to allude to because the inhibitions are lower, that can make them do stuff that they normally wouldn't do. But that seems a little too.
She's saying it don't make you gay, but it decreases your straightness. You know what I mean?
by 100%.
What I'm saying is
straightness
that
by
when you're
100%.
on any kind of a drug, you are not your natural person. You are not how you would normally act.
Okay.
Nothing is about you that is normal. So
Okay.
you might do some wild shit. So I'm just saying is that you might say, "Well, I would never."
Suck a dick.
Get a triple stack and what? You know.
No, that's what I'm saying. So don't do. No, I don't want to get triple stack and see if I do some. No, I'm good. No,
what is a triple stack?
A triple stack is
that's some E.
I don't
That's
want to
the
know.
ecstasy shit.
No.
That's some E shit. But yeah. Go ahead, Keon. You got it. What was you saying?
Oh no, I was just commenting on her comments. Okay, all right. So we take ecstasy, possibly get a triple stack. Don't know what that is. Don't want to know. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that there's. I don't know. I feel like that was always in you. You always wanted that, in my opinion. If you like, so what? Smoke marijuana, and is that also one of them, or is it just like ecstasy?
Yeah, that's a gateway drug. You ain't heard. That's a gay gateway.
Keon, my
Ew.
question
You better
was.
watch out, DJ
So,
Wish.
here,
That's a
so
gateway.
Keon, my question was is
Hell
that
no.
you might say I would never rob a person or steal from them,
Oh
but you
shit.
take a hit of crack and still want to get high and run out of money,
Goddamn.
and you end
Goddamn.
up robbing and killing somebody. So bottom line is, you'll say what you won't do, but drugs will change what you will and won't do.
No, because I get that. You
what
can
I'm
get
trying to make.
addicted. You can get addicted strongly to the point where I done heard of it.
Pause.
I done heard of some stories where the niggas is out here suck dick for crack. Like I done heard of it. So I mean,
But that was in them. But that was in them, fam. Because if it ain't in you, you ain't gonna say, "Hey, what can I give?" You know what? I can give this nigga some head for some from rocks. No,
well,
it gotta
that's
be
the
in you.
issue. I think that's more like a chicken and an egg thing, right? Like, would he have sucked a dick if it wasn't? You know what? Let me stop, bro.
Yo, boy, this is a wild conversation. I want to get out this
No, good
conversation.
point. Good point.
Wait, whoa, partner, whoa. Pause, man.
Damn.
Nah, nigga. Hell no. Pause, my brother. Pause.
That means you're gay.
Just bottom line, if you doing anything, and this is the thing, Keon, we saying there is no such thing. You might or may not agree with us. We say there's no such thing as bi for a man. You either are or you're not.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. I feel I feel the same way. That's a fact. Because it's like there's no such thing as non-sugar water. Like if you put sugar in water, it's sugar water, regardless. There's no such thing as like you can't just separate it when it's together. You're done for. Like you can't, you can probably do some other things, but no, you can. I don't think that you can be a bisexual. You're gay. Simple as that. Like it's just.
So
it's just
can
easy.
you show what I just showed on my Google right here,
What's
where it
that?
talks about ecstasy use?
No, we believe you. We can't go to drug class over here. We believe you. We can't go to drug class.
It says that, listen, it'll reduce your inhibitions, and some men might end up kissing another dude and all type of wild stuff.
Man,
But does
that's
that mean
some
if they're
woman
gay?
That's yes. That's a woman.
Okay,
Yes.
well, let me tell
If you
something, that
intentionally
some
kissed
dudes
another man, you gay.
We'll be at
Yes.
the club and boom, and all that will be going down. And so here, because they
glad I
hide.
never went to the-
So
I'm
it's
glad I
like,
never
so
went
what
to the
part
rave
of like
club.
what? So if a person is on multiple substances and they do something wild, that means that they're still gay.
Yes.
Yes, nigga.
Unless they was like drugged to the point where they can't even get up and someone took advantage of them, then yes. If they gave consent to doing something with somebody else, regardless, yes. Because it's got to be. We believe that it's got to be in you. Now I'm not willing to do any field research for it, but I believe. Where's your laugh track?
I'm just saying, like, just from my own experience, I've seen that stuff go
Which
down.
not the AO DJ? Which not the, I'm not willing to do no field research for it, but I'm willing to bet. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Man.
This
This nigga
speaking
crazy.
right now.
Yo, son, but like, yo, come on. I need a more compelling argument, Genesis, because I just can't see it. I'll be honest. And I think all three of the men up here are in agreement. It's like something that's either in you, because it's like the jail thing, right? There's no amount of jail time that's gonna make a man that's straight not straight.
But wait a
There's no
minute.
amount of jail time that's
So
gonna do
let
that.
me ask you this then, Izzy. Do you think that people are born with a certain sexuality?
No.
You mean men? I think people are born men and people are born women. Yeah. Now,
Okay.
do I think that some people are
Like, are they born
men?
heterosexual or born homosexual? Do you think they
I think I don't know. At the same time, I do, because I have a cousin that was feminine. He came out the womb crying like,
oh hell.
he came out the room like that. He was playing with dolls and Sashay and Shantae his whole life. Like, he got a little more solid now. He swear he like girls. So hey, shout out to my little cousin. But like, he been like that his whole life, yo. And he probably the only person I know like that. But that young man been like that his whole life, fam. And he's a dope dude, but he been feminine his whole life. And he got uncles, he got great uncles, he got cousins.
But is just because a dude is a little feminine and flamboyant,
A
That don't
little.
mean
Yeah.
he necessarily
Yeah.
gay. You know what I'm saying? But if you put him in that lane, is no coming back. You know what I mean?
Right, right. But
Yeah.
he said, you know what I'm saying? I respect him. He say he only like girls. Cool. I was like, all right, cool, cuz I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Trucker said God couldn't get me to even turn the other cheeks. Yo, that's wild, Trucker. Turn the other cheeks
This is
is
the
wild.
rapper. This is that's bars.
Right, I'm gonna get out this conversation. Yo, what the freak? He said, even if you had a knife to my kid's neck,
Bro.
so you telling me that there's
And the
a
nigga
drug
paid
out here
$40.
that's making you niggas do a missionary and be takes like Pinky is where you find her. Yo, that's wild. Yo, that's wild. Turn the other cheeks is ridiculous, bro. Shout out to Trucker Yell. That was the comment of the day. Thank you very much, bro. I'm gonna celebrate y'all all the time. This nigga said, "Turn the other cheeks." That's wild, yo.
Nigga said, God.
Oh my god.
Man, listen, man.
He said his
Listen,
kid
man.
would have been deleted.
Fellas, man, listen. Get your sons, bro. get your kids the most you can, bro. Bro, this shit that you hear from these bros is insanity, bro.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh man.
Like, get your sons, bro.
But DJ Genesis does that on purpose. She does that stuff on purpose.
Nah, DJ is just very what's the word? She's a conspiracy. I wouldn't say she's very conspiratorial. I don't think that's a word, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna coin it. Fuck it. You know, I'm like, dang.
Drop that vibe, baby. Drop that vibe, baby.
Hold on, I got it.
Okay.
Yo, the Godfather is one of my favorite movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
In The Godfather is a line, Mr. Don Corleone. No, yeah, Vito Corleone, right?
Vito.
He tell me he's calling Michael. He's calling little Michael. He sit him down. He told him, son, women and children can afford to make mistakes. Men can't. And that's one of the most realest line ever, bro. As simple as it sounds, that is true, bro. Women and children, they can afford to make all the mistakes they can. They want. Men cannot, bro. They cannot.
Yeah,
now, I will say this, as I am very conspiratorial, and a lot of things I bring up to the panel be just to like incite and like to talk shit. I do be talking a lot of shit, so you know, take it with a grain of salt.
I appreciate you, Witch Doctor.
Just so you know, Witch Doctor got my he got my card. He knows that I'm up here.
Hey, yo, wait, hold on. Hey, I'm about to end this. My man DJ Witch Doctor is about to go live. Everybody go over Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, you got anything to say before you go over to your channel, man? Shout out to Keon.
Don't listen to DJ Genesis. She's
damn, I could have kept my $5.
I'll say all that.
Now you read the F-bomb. You gotta pay it.
Nah, I paid it, man. I paid it.
Nah, he did.
I
Shout
will
out to
say all
Keon.
that
Appreciate
stuff,
you, bro.
but listen, if you actually see how I really
Wait, hold on, Genesis. You got this. Is DJ Witch Doctor turn. He about to go. He about to set up.
Don't listen to what she about to say. She about to try to brainwash y'all after this. So just tread lightly with her. I'm out here. Appreciate you, Izzy Bands, $100,000.
Appreciate you. Right. Everybody go over to my man DJ Witch Doctor and support his show. He going live in a few minutes. Everybody leave from here and go directly to DJ Witch Doctor. Go ahead, Genesis. What's your last words?
Listen, don't believe anything in what I say and everything in what I do. Because my thing is that sometimes I just get up here just to like make
so the 14-year-old kid club was some bullshit then, right?
Say it again?
Thank you for admitting that. So the 14-year-old club for kids and drugs, that you see, man, you can take these people serious, bro. You just can't.
No. There are 14-year-old people that go to clubs. Like, come on now, what are you saying?
I don't know about 14, but I had a 16-year-old club in here in Indianapolis. It was we used to go.
Yeah, nobody arguing that part, because those are like skate arenas and these little kiddie clubs. Trust me, my little brothers went to that. I dropped them off myself.
Kiddie clubs, bro. Listen, that one part is true. Okay. So, like I said, I know it was the rave. Okay, I was in the rave, so that's a little bit different than going.
Just be lying, bro.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
lying about
This
being
nigga
racing.
crazy.
Why
Wait,
would I
hold
lie
on,
about that?
y'all, because we about to wrap it up. I'm sending everybody over there to DJ Witch Doctor. So y'all go ahead and say y'all last words. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. You welcome here anytime, Genesis. You fun. Y'all, you already know Blanca. You welcome here anytime. Keon, you welcome here anytime. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to put DJ Witch Doctor's link to his live show in the chat. Everybody go over there and kick it with DJ Witch Doctor. Everybody go over there and kick it with DJ Witch Doctor. What's your last words, DJ Genesis?
Stay away from drugs, y'all. All this stuff is really based in drugs. You know what I'm saying? Even like when it comes down to people with like these celebrities getting caught up and stuff, the bottom line is that they're on drugs. They're doing like all these different substances and they're getting caught up. And so that's all I was just really trying to say. But people want to focus on other stuff. So, but much love to Izzy. I'm so thankful for you. You know, you helped me get through my work day because I was like working at the same time I was doing all this. Shouts out to you. And sorry for using the F-bombs on your show.
Hey, they paid for you, so I appreciate it. If you would have had to pay if they did, but I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you kicking with us. You always welcome to come through at any time. Yo, shout out to my mans and them. Yeah, everybody go over to DJ Witch Doctors right now. Let me thank the people that gave me money though. Shout out to Trucker Yell. Shout out to KO Black. Shout out to Lord ADS. Shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine. Shout out to TMKC. Shout out to Lord ADS. Shout out to Keon. Shout out to Chanel's Reality, to Poppy Blanco, and DJ Witch Doctor. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all was here with me. Make sure you subscribe to my man Kojak 313 Gaming. My man, thank you guys, man. My man JD 1975. Make sure you subscribe to Not for Humans. Go over there right now. Subscribe. Check them out. Tell Witch Doctor I sent you over there. Subscribe. Who else? Subscribe to Cajun Darkfire, to Stanley D Rock, the Block, the MNF and Truth, and my people's Ron Mack, man. Make sure y'all show love. Thank y'all very, very much. I appreciate y'all. Let me celebrate everybody that gave money. I appreciate y'all. Salute.
God damn it, I like the way you do bit.
It don't matter what the situation, I'm just tryna climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation, I'm just tryna climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace.
Y'all head over there, DJ Witch Doctors, man. Tell them I sent y'all. Peace. We out.